got the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. What's going on? Yeah, man. It's fight week. Man, we had a great show this morning, man. Shout out to everybody that joined the panel. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the show. Man, we back with the late nights, man. We back, man. Late night boxing talk, man, at its finest. Of course, you know, we're gonna drift off, talk about some other shit, come back to some boxing, drift off to some more shit. Then we getting right back to the boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know, if y'all can hear me out there, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Fabrice Ramirez, Dog Bay should be a hell of a fight. I think it's gonna be a dog fight, man. If you got Larry Wade in one corner, right? You got the headbangers in the other corner. It's fireworks, man. It's fireworks. You know, it's fireworks. You know, Barry Hunter, he gets the best out of his fighters, and I'm curious to see what he's gonna be able to pull out of Dog Bay. Man, that's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. It's for the 126-pound championship. And so we're getting to that, and we can see what's next. But Fabrice Ramirez, man, so far so good. I mean, absolutely amazing fighter. He got with Larry Wade, got some power. He's always been flashy. Movers, you know what I'm saying? They like that out there in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think it's Cuban. I think he might be Cuban up there. Yeah, he fight his ass off, man. So shout out to Fabrice Ramirez. And so we got Jahad Tucker on that card, right? A true friend of the program. Can't wait to see him get back in the ring and show what he can do. Looking forward to him getting down, man, getting busy, handling his business, and letting us march forward and seeing what's next with him. You know what I'm saying? We got Abdullah Mason, another great prospect, a friend of the program. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a fighter, young up and comer. Man, the future of boxing is in great hands, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting you know that right now. That the future of boxing is in great hands, man. From champions to prospects, man. Everybody's young, vibrant, ready to go. We will get the glory days of the old. Right now, they have no choice but to give us what we want, and that's a fact. Because at the end of the day, man, now with the Benavidez Plant fight, dude, there's only one way to go, and that's up. You know what I mean? Boxing knows they can't just do anything and it'll stick. You know what I'm saying? So we got Fabrice Ramirez to kick off April. You know, next week we going straight to Shakur Stevenson, Troy Isley, Shushu, Big Baby Anderson, Keyshawn Davis. I mean, the list goes on and on. And so it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? That's a big card. major card in New Jersey. I'm looking forward to being in the building, slapping fives with the homies, and really enjoying myself out there in Jersey. Um, y'all know, y'all know, man. With Troy Ivy fight, y'all know I got to be there, man. Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Big Baby Anderson. Come on, man. The list goes on, man. And we'll be in the building, um, going to get it. And so, y'all know, I'm excited about that, man. I ain't been in Philly in a year, so I might fly into Philly and drive up to Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Just depends on how I'm feeling. Shout out to Blue Blood, man. We're gonna link up like we always do, man. Shout out to my dog, Blue Blood Sports TV. But yeah, man, yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Then of course, uh, we got Javante Davis, Ryan Garcia. Then you skip that, and then you go into um, David Hayden. You know what I'm saying? I think we got a couple other fights in May, if I'm not mistaken. I know Albert Bell just dropped a date. We also got Pop. He got a date coming out. I think he might be on that Toledo card, if I ain't mistaken. I think he might. I think he'll end up on that Toledo card with Albert Bell. I feel like that's going to happen. That's what I think. Hopefully it happens like that, man, because I'm stacking my bread. I'm going to Toledo, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Flying to Detroit, driving into Toledo. That's the deal. That's what's going on. So yeah, man, if y'all want to come through, man, come through, man. We finna have some fun. Uh, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, man, it's gonna be cool. Absolutely. So we got some great boxing coming along, man. My plan is for Chris Albert Bell to get that shot at a title. He's ready to go. I think he's primed. He'll win that belt. I think he beats everybody at 130, in my opinion. I think Prince Albert Bell is probably the best at 130, and he gonna get a chance to prove it. And I can't wait for him to prove it because he's right there. You know what I'm saying? He's really right there um, for everything. So uh, I'm looking forward to my boy Prince Albert Bell getting his chance to show his skill, show his toughness. You know what I'm saying? And really get out. Because at the end of the day, as much as I love Neverete, uh, Prince Albert Bell's on a whole nother level, man. Uh, so, and that's that. You dig what I'm saying? And I want to see O'Shaquie Foster versus Prince Albert Bell. That's the fight I want. That's the fight I'm asking for. That's the fight that I need. Right. And can't wait to see Frank Martin get back in the ring, man. I really wish him and Chris Colbert could have gotten in the ring. That would have been nasty. I don't think he'd have been able to survive a Frank Martin ass whooping, but it is what it is, man. He got the win against El Ryu, but a little controversy, but I thought he got a draw. I mean, go either way, you know. That's pretty much how it goes. And so yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm super excited. Super excited, man. If y'all want to join the panel, leave it in the chat. If you want to join the panel, then leave it in the chat. You see where Mexico Yeah. What's going on, man?
My bad. Can you hear me?
Steph, what up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. It was my headphones. I had my headphones in. What's going on, man?
Nothing. Call myself getting ready for work. What you doing?
Shit, man, nothing much, man. Trying to make it work.
See.
I think Craig about to
Uh,
pull up in a second.
what? Excuse me. What weight does Troy Isley fight at again?
160.
So that's what I thought. He middleweight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he like what 8-9-0 some shit. 10-0.
I think like 9, 10-0, I think it is. So let me see.
See what we got.
He 8-0.
8-0. Okay. Word.
8-0 for knockouts.
How's he doing? You reach out yet?
You said what now?
I said, how's he doing? You reached out to him lately?
Oh yeah. I talked to Troy last week. He's supposed to be coming on the show pretty soon.
See. He's fighting on the 8th, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's back in
I
Atlanta.
was talking to L Dub. We both agreed that your boy Jai Tucker. I think that's the fight that's gonna steal the night, but it's also the toughest fight for him, man. I was watching your interview, and his weight issues kind of disappointed me a little bit, but you know, it happens.
Yeah. I mean, shit. When you shake it and the doctor tell you hell no, shit, it's hell no. You know what I'm saying? When a doctor say hell no, it's hell no. Shout out to Karina.
CTE. CTE.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Mark Nash, JB, my boy D Money in the building, man. Of course, we got Steph. But yeah, man.
Mr. Nash.
Yeah, man. He just couldn't make the weight, man. It was either that or die. So shit, it's like, let me, shit. Philip H, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, brother.
So, yeah, you see, Devin Aloma got announced late this evening. And I'm just talking to myself. Salute to the chat. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna switch my Bluetooth too. Oh man. Oof. I ain't gonna lie, man. Fucking Crap Factory just set us up. Damn.
Steph, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, that's weird, huh? For 1 second, I'm getting off my Bluetooth.
Yo, Steph, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All right, for sure.
I heard you every time you asked me. Bless
Why
you.
you didn't say shit?
Well, I told you I was switching shit. I was switching up.
Oh shit! I didn't hear you say that. That's
Yeah.
why I could call your ass. But I thought my internet been fucking up, so that's why I was asking. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I told you y'all were gonna get that weather. You didn't believe me. Remember that?
Yeah. Dude, this shit's all
Yeah.
fucked up, bro. It's cold as a motherfucker, dog.
Yeah,
It's
bet.
cold as shit.
Bet. 1 second.
Hey, shout out to everybody. Hey, listen, man, we got the merch coming soon. We'll be having pre-orders pretty soon. We're doing like a sample run. We're doing a product sample run, so we're trying to test out different hoodies and shit like that. So we kind of best quality. And once we figure out what hoodies you want to go with, we're gonna start the pre-orders. So
What colors?
Right now, we're doing all black hoodies, and then we're doing off-white hoodie. So that's what we're doing right now. So
all black and all white, huh?
Not off-white, it's like a cream color.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 sec.
So yeah, we're gonna do a nice little pre-order for that. Shout out to our product manager. You know what I'm saying? She does a hell of a job of reeling me in, of not let me go crazy with hella different ideas and shit. She said, focus on one thing at a time. We perfect the hoodies, then we'll move on to the sweatshorts. But before we get to the sweatshorts, let's perfect the hoodies. So we're gonna perfect the hoodies, get them all straight, under control, and then we'll go from there. But I want to implement those shorts ASAP.
Are you going to be handing them out to the athletes, the boxers themselves?
No. We talking payments. We talking about payments, baby.
That too, more importantly.
Yeah. You know, if you support me, you support me. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Already.
You know? I eat, we all eat. You know, that's the motto.
Yeah, that fits you. Really does. I'm sorry, Cal. Just 1 second. I'm almost done.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. We ain't tripping, man. We good. We got all night, baby. We waiting on Mexico right now. My boy Craig.
Hey, man. I could hear it in his voice. My man is bored as fuck. I better go get his JOB back. I'm talking to he owned y'all, man. He ripped y'all's capes off.
Hey, shout out to my main man. You know what I'm saying? If your money ain't right and your money is tight, call Pittsburgh, he'll get you right. Goddamn.
What's up, fellas? What's going on, man?
What's going on, Pittsburgh? What's happening?
Mr.
Talk to
T.
neither one of y'all fellas in a while, man. You back on the night swing here, Cal, man?
Yeah, Tuesday through Friday, I think. I'm gonna try to,
You can
I
do
know for
Tuesday,
a fact
Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for a fact, I'll be live at night. As far as Mondays and Fridays, I gotta see.
Hey, well, we gotta tell you what we can get around here, man. Cal was
Yeah,
the originator, the night originator right here,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I remember when I met you guys. It was just like yesterday. It's crazy.
But I'll say this: if I'm not live, Mark Nash has a great channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Mark Nash. Whether he's here or not, I'm gonna shout him out. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm not live at night, I can pull up on him every time. He got a great show as well. But the nights belong to Kyle Davis. God damn it.
Don't forget Money as well. Demon Time Exotics. Shout out to him. Y'all go check that podcast out. It gets real messy over there. Some of us like that, some of us don't. But y'all go and check my boy out.
No,
Go
off
check
top,
him
off
out.
top. Yeah, but see, Money, he go earlier though. I was talking about the nighttime. I was plugging the nighttime show because some
That's
nights
true,
I
but I
do a
was just
live.
plugging my boy. That's true. I was
Yeah.
just plugging my boy there. Get that
No, I was
fucking
just telling you why. I was just letting you know why I didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'll be in LA pretty soon there, Stephen. Steph, you heard me? Yeah, can y'all hear me, or is my internet tripping again?
Nah, I can hear you. I don't know. Steph probably stepped away for a minute.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Money Bags, man, in the building. But so what did you think about the fights this weekend, Pittsburgh?
The main event, I love the main event. I think that was a good fight. I mean, without all the extra shit that the referee let him get away with, with poking out the jab and the low blow and all that other shit. I think it was a good fight. Pretty competitive fight. The other fights, I wasn't really familiar with the undercard, so I can't really speak on those dudes and know what the hell to expect anyways. I didn't know who was doing what. Not that much of a boxing aficionado to know who was who. How did you see that fight, Cal? Did you think the referees was a big deal with the main event? Hey, Cal, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear you.
Shout out to my boy Craig, man. My bad, I was on mute.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Steph, what'd you think about that? The referees over that main event, over that last fight, man. How much you think that affected that particular fight?
Man, I here, one sec. I didn't mind it, man. To be really frank with you, man, I don't know why a lot of us make a big deal out of the referees. I mean, he refed. Refs always fuck it up. Refs always do things we don't like. Sometimes they do some shit we do like. Sometimes they help situations and hinder, but the fight happened the way it happened, man. And it looks like the right man won, who inflicted the more damage. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I heard a lot about it. I heard the stuff that they were saying. They might have some points, but I don't know how much of it affects the actual outcome of the fight. The things that they were saying. You know what I mean? I'm not a boxer, so I don't fuck stuff.
Yeah, I get that too. It's a little.
Why do you think your boy Caleb looked out for that fight, even though he lost? So what do you think about that? What the way he looked?
There, one sec. I got all this noise in the background.
Hey, Pittsburgh T.
Yeah.
Kenny Bayless always fucking up. But shout out to Robert Hoyle, man. Robert Hoyle, he don't get in the fucking way, man. He lets you box. So shout out to Robert Hoyle, man. I'm gonna have him back. I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I'm gonna call him tomorrow and try to get him back on the show this week. That's the plan.
Well, I heard Kenny Bayless fuck up a lot, but I don't know enough to know what the fuck I'm looking at. Let somebody say, "Oh man, he should have called this. He should have called that." You know what I mean? Like I don't know enough how. Like, okay, so you, Kyle, how much you think that affected the fight?
Not much. Like I said, the better man won. Like some people, like I heard of one guy yesterday. He was like, what do you say? He let Plant, hold the whole time, which he did. But I mean, he broke it up. But like a lot of people don't understand is that that's a tactic, right? You know, when you hold somebody, it forces the ref to come break it up, whether they're using it for offense, whether they're using it to condition oneself to hold breath. But it looks like who's that? David made the right adjustment, right? Eventually, you know, kept pushing his hands down and lifting him up, lifting his head up and punching him out. So, you know, and I think there was like a right hook he hit him with that Plant never recovered. I think it was like an 8th round. Like he hit him with that one, and he never recovered from that.
Yeah.
Like after that, what I mean too, like after that right hook, fucking like it seemed like every time he was hitting him again after that, he was just like flopping all over the place after that. I was like, oh man, he lost his marbles. This dude.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like that Wilder stuff with all that referee stuff, man. I mean, I don't know. I think there's be an issue, but sometimes we blow shit out of proportion.
Yeah. But when it ended Pittsburgh, I thought it was a draw, man.
Oh, you didn't think he won outright?
I mean, I see that too. But I like when the fight ended, like I was like, man, this is a draw. I was like, we're gonna get another match. I was like, this is a draw. That's what I told myself. Said that to myself. I was thinking out loud, but yeah, I thought it was gonna be a draw. And then when old boy got on and said a unanimous decision, I was like, oh shit, never mind. We're getting a winner. I was like, we're getting a winner. So I was like, and then they start doing the scorecards, and then the scorecards, of course.
So
truthfully, it was one.
Stuff?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
I was watching.
No, I was
saying
no.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I was round by round invested in it because I called Plant to win. Like fight day, I was like, oh shit, I think Plant's gonna win. I think he's gonna stop him. But or 1 second, shit. But he what's that? He fucking. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, obviously he gassed out, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like both men left a lot. Both men left a lot in the ring to me. Like Plant could have did this, and then Benavidez could have obviously probably beat his ass a lot worse. But like for him, for instance, like it's almost like, man, like, I don't know, man. What am I trying to say? Like, I don't want to say like he did the wrong thing or he didn't I don't know, man. I don't know. Go ahead. I lost my thought, like train of thought.
Well, let me ask you another question. Since we're speaking about this fight, you think he gassed out, or he just took a lot of body shots that caused him to go out a little bit, took some endurance out of him?
Well, he definitely gassed out because there are a few, like he hit him with everything he had, right? Right, and he was doing that throughout the fight, and then by the end of it, he was pretty tired, man. He was pretty fatigued. Like he threw some check hooks, some left hooks, and old boy just walked right through that shit. So I was like, oh man, he's dead tired. He's fatigued. But also too, right? You can make a case that Plant didn't even win around the second half of the fight, but he was doing good work, man. He just like his punch placement was off. Like he was hitting him, but he was kind of smothering it. And then, like I said, the adjustment when Benavidez finally was like, I ain't letting you hold you no more. Every time you go for that, I'm just gonna like pretty much stand you back up and punk you out and beat your ass. But the problem with him is that get down. The problem, man, this fucking dog. He didn't set anything up. He was just swinging for the fences, right? It was just fucking David Benavidez. Oh my gosh. Fucking David.
Yo. What's good?
Hey, Max. Hey, Max.
What's up, dog? Man, I had David winning that fight easily. I don't think that shit was close. I think Plant got maybe 3-4 rounds max. No fucking fight.
Did you score?
I wasn't scoring it because I was enjoying it. I threw a fight party. I actually bought it. I had my family over here, the kids, everything. So I really do that.
Okay.
I remember kind of starting off lightweight, kind of like scoring in my head as far as like I think I had planned to take the first two. He looked good, like, but then what we thought was going to happen happened. Other than there wasn't a knockout, but
Hey, Plant won 5 rounds. That fight was no farther apart than
no,
5. I was there. I know what I'm talking about.
nah.
Trust me. Everybody in the arena had the same sentiments. He rolled off 5 rounds in the beginning of the fight. I gave it 4-1 just to be non-biased. But everybody that was sitting next to pulling for David Benavidez, they said 5-0 Plant, and they were complaining about David not going in on him already at that point.
Well, Cinto, David didn't throw a punch until the 6th, 7th round, almost.
He outlanded him almost every round
because he was trying to time him. You know, he was trying to get his timing down, and he figured it out. And that's when that's when he turned up. But Mex is totally wrong on that. What he's saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, Mex,
he won the fight easily. It wasn't and David even said himself, you know, he's a good fighter. It was his toughest fight, but it's because he didn't start off having as much luck. But when he got used to him clinching, he figured all that stuff out. It was a wrap for Plant at that point, you know. So, he won 5 rounds.
Only one judge had that way. There's only one judge had Plant winning the first 5. Another one had it 4-1. Another one had it 3-2.
Well, it should have been.
Nah.
I mean, 2-3.
They had it like you. They had it like you.
7 rounds.
I'm looking at the scorecard right now.
Plant. That's the way I scored it. I put in the crew chat. I hope it's 6-6, but I knew it wasn't.
It should have been. So
Best Pugils, he was watching the fight say that. I said, I hope it's 6, but I know it's not. I knew it was 7-5.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody around me had the same sentiment, you know. But
only one judge had a 7-5.
But dog,
the other one had an 8-4. The other one had a 9-3.
Next, 17-1-11 is ridiculous. Hold on, bro.
Why you
17-1-11 is ridiculous, bro.
What do you mean? How?
Is ridiculous, bro.
How?
That means
they say they only won 2 rounds, bro. They say you only won 2
rounds.
No,
3. That's 3. That's 3.
No, that means he didn't win any of the rounds that he for sure won the first like 5 or 6. That does not mean.
No judge had Caleb Plant winning any rounds past 6. 6-12, every judge had Benavidez winning.
That's pretty much how it went, though.
The draw.
What I'm saying is, the first half of the fight, though, no, it wasn't a draw.
No, it wasn't. But I'm saying only one judge had Caleb Plant winning the first 5. Only one.
It was a draw.
The 113, listen, the 115, 113, that was my scorecard. That's the scorecard that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's 7-5.
First 5 rounds.
You had it. You had it right. You had it right.
I had it in the first 5 rounds, and after that, Benavidez went to fucking work.
I had it closer to the 117 card, but
you had him win 3 rounds. Come on, bro, stop this shit.
No, I don't win 3, maybe 4. Like if you look at swing rounds, but I mean, even when you look at copy box, when you look at the copy box, the numbers aren't even close. The punch stats by round aren't even close. I'm just saying, I know this. I looked at it. I think people gave Plant rounds early because he wasn't getting his ass whooped.
Sure.
And we were expecting Benavidez to come out, swarm him, punches and bunches. And since he didn't do that, then it's like, he didn't win the round.
Hey, but you know what's crazy though, Max? Had he would have did that, like swarm with the punches and bunches like he normally does, that would have played into Caleb Plant's hands. Honestly, that would have did Caleb Plant more good than anything.
How?
So I think
he can't withstand that shit. He was just gonna clinch all night.
Yeah, but he could have. But see, the thing about David Benavidez, he twists up his tempo. Only thing I didn't like about David Benavidez, he wasn't jabbing. That was my only thing that I was getting mad at.
He jabbed later.
You should jab.
Right. Like he could have beat him up more, but
at the end of the day, it was a good fight.
No,
great fight.
Now listen, Canelo. Listen, Canelo,
best fight of the year so far.
Get off your. Hey, listen, Canelo, get off your ass. You know what I'm saying? Either shit or get off the pot. Fight Benavidez or get the fuck on.
Canelo does not want that fade.
He gotta run that fade. That's the only.
He's been very vocal about not wanting that fight, so don't expect it to happen.
Also too,
like, belts up.
Yeah, he should vacate the WBC though if he's not gonna fight Benavidez.
Vacate them all.
But he has a franchise, so he can do whatever he wants.
Someone said Mex Cook.
Let's hope
He got the franchise at
Let's hope
160. Not 160.
Nah, what's his name? Mauricio said that shit moves up with him.
What?
No, he already lost the fight,
He
though.
changed the rules every time.
He does. He does, dog. They're just winging it at this point.
They just want to keep getting money from that boy.
Hey, Santos, was anybody complaining about the referees at the fight? Hey, Santos, at the fight, were people complaining about the ref at the fight? Was it that noticeable?
They know he's a draw, and they know they're going to pay millions to host this fight. So,
but listen, I'm be honest with you, man.
That's an easy 3% right there, 2 to 3%.
Hey, but Santos, was people complaining about Kenny Bayless at the fight when you was there?
Yeah, we didn't like what he was doing. He was involved too much. He was definitely involved too much.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Santos.
Yeah, we complained about it.
It was involved enough.
I saw Kenny Bayless after the fight, and he had his suit on. You know, he didn't have a referee. He's taller. He's about my height. I started to say something to him, but I said, "Nah, I'm leaving it alone." I did talk to Espinoza though, and I didn't record him on purpose. You know, he had just finished up with some bombarded interviews. By the time me and Shelton got us noticed him, because we were wondering what the crowd was for, and it was for him. So plus this girl was trying to whisk him out of, trying to get him on out the way of everybody else. So I was behind him.
Yeah.
Espinoza. I said, "Are we coming back out here in June?" Huh? I said, "Yeah, man, you know what I'm talking about. I won't have to say names." I said, "Are we coming back out here in June?" I said, "Should I go ahead and get all booked up and get my plans together?" I don't know what you're talking. There's a lot of rumors going on. Mr. Espinoza, come on, brother. You know what I'm talking about. I said, I saw that. I don't know. I said, well, the way you responded, it tells me I need to go ahead and book my plane tickets now for June. He said, I'll be honest, you might want to wait till July. I said, "Oh, okay, that's my man." I said, "All right, you gave me what I need. Appreciate it." And then so that fight, the way he talking, it might be July. I don't know if he was just throwing it out there. I see myself being back in Vegas this summer, June or July. But I got so many plans for both months. I got to move some stuff around. So,
hey, we need you back in Vegas in May, though.
Real quick before I forget, back to the fight. Caleb didn't adjust to the adjustment that David put on him when he figured out his holding. Like, he just stood there and started getting his ass beat on. Because, again, like you said, Kyle, like, old boy wasn't jabbing, man. He wasn't setting anything up. He wasn't setting shit up, dude. Like, at all.
For the record, you guys know that Caleb Plant only outlanded Benavidez in one round. And then the first round, it was 5 punches to 4, so that's not really shit. But the second round, he outlanded him. None of the other rounds of the fight did Caleb Plant outland Benavidez. So I just don't understand the narrative.
But Max, when you outland someone, you still have to connect, and it has to count. So, like, just because he didn't throw as many punches at him doesn't mean that his punches didn't connect.
But it does mean that landed means connected and not connected.
I thought you meant just he threw more.
No,
punches.
not throwing. I'm talking landed. Mm-hmm. He did not outland Benavidez on only one round out of 11.
Right.
So then comes, okay, if it's not clean, effective punching, then it would be what? Defense, effective aggression, and ring generalship. I mean, Benavidez is dictating where the fight was happening. It's effective aggression. It wasn't effective early, but obviously later it was. But early, you can argue it wasn't effective.
Throw a punch for 6 rounds. This was Loma fucking Tio.
But literally, how did he? Okay, so even with that being said, he still landed more punches on Caleb Plant.
Listen to me. Dude is swinging and throwing and hitting air. He's not just because he's just.
They're not giving him credit for hitting air. I'm not talking about punches thrown. I'm talking about punches actually landed.
I didn't say that. What I said was he didn't throw a punch for 6 rounds, dude. Literally. So how the fuck did Caleb not bank 6 rounds?
I mean, the stats are here, bro. I mean, I don't.
That's
I don't know
fine.
what the argument is.
That's cool. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying.
I mean, the first 5 rounds.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify. This is why I thought it was a draw. Partly. But I mean, hey, man.
Steph, it wasn't a draw, man. Come on.
Nah.
It wasn't a draw, dude.
That's what I thought, man. That's just what I thought.
Caleb Plant got that ass whipped. It looked like a bully situation. I almost wanted to go in and say, "Hey, stop picking on the white boy."
He didn't get stopped. Stop picking
on the white boy. It's clear he does not want to fight you. Leave him alone.
He didn't get stopped though. Everyone thought
that's all he wanted to make sure was that he didn't get stopped. That was a Logan Paul Mayweather fucking type of moral victory, bro. Like, well, we all thought you were gonna get knocked out and you didn't. So you know what? You really actually won. No, that's why he held on to make sure that motherfucker didn't get stopped. Because if he would have got that last half of the fight, the first half of the fight, there would never been a last half of the fight.
I think he should have been more in the pocket the first 5 rounds and then got on his bicycle. I think he gets on his bicycle too soon.
Yeah,
no, he was just boxing. That's all. He was boxing old boy.
And it took Benavidez a while to settle down because you could tell he came out there with the intent of like every punch has to be a hard ass punch, and Caleb was kind of reading that. So I'm saying like within those first 5 rounds, I'm not mad at people giving them because, like I said, the punch stats are still close. It wasn't like Benavidez super outlanded him, but there was only one round, the second round, that Caleb Plant outlanded Benavidez. But the other ones were like within two or three punches, so it wasn't like that big of a deal. So and Caleb did throw more, so I mean there's that too. But I don't know, man. I just feel like it wasn't really that close. Like even within those first 5, I still had Benavidez taking like 2 or 3. But it's different. All 3 judges scored it differently, other than the last half of the fight. But those first 5 rounds, all 3 judges scored them completely different. One judge gave all 5 to Caleb Plant. The other one went 3-2, to Caleb Plant. So I mean, it just kind of, I guess, depends on how you see it.
Yeah.
But worst case scenario, there's no way that shit was a draw because he only won the first 5. Best case scenario.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Listen, it wasn't a draw. You can't even make because in the 6th round he lost the 6th round. Clearly.
Well, let me.
Like
Nah. See, that's what I mean. Listen to me. It's either the 6th or 7th round.
Come on.
It's either the 6th.
Come on, Steph.
It's either the 6th or 7th round, right?
Steph, we all like Caleb Plant. Steph, come on, bro. Like seriously. Like I was rooting for Caleb Plant. I was being really biased by watching the fight. My homeboy can tell you this, but dude, he had a good round in the 6th round, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, man. It's not a draw.
Dude, there was a couple rounds like what was it, that 7th or whatever it was when he caught him. I mean, that could have been a 10-8 no knockdown round just because he was so beating the shit out of him. Okay, a couple of those, Caleb Plant held himself up, bro. He was going down on a couple of them. But he was smart. He got his clinch on. He was able to hold on. But I just really liked the way that.
No, that was more wrestling. That was more of a wrestling move than it was Caleb Plant being hurt. Caleb Plant actually got Benavidez actually grabbed Caleb Plant that time.
Well, the other time when Caleb Plant was hugging him around the waist, he was already halfway down. I thought it was going to be like a Maidana tackle. But I think what I find interesting is the narratives going into it was, yeah, Caleb is a better boxer, better thinker, and all this other bullshit. When really, Benavidez was one that adjusted in the fight, and Caleb had no backup plan. All right, Benavidez adjusted to what was in front of him. He didn't cry and bitch at the ref. He adjusted to do what he had to do.
Technically, he is a better boxer, but he's not a better slugger. Benavidez is a hard-nosed Yeah, he gonna hurt you.
Yeah, Benavidez has more ring IQ though.
He's a. I don't
No,
know about that.
no, he doesn't.
I don't know
No, he
about that.
doesn't.
What did Plant show you?
Plant ring IQ. A lot of people don't like it, but ring IQ is when he was holding on.
Right.
Okay, and then Benavidez tops him. Benavidez tops him.
Wait, real fast. I said earlier, I said that Caleb didn't adjust to the adjustment that David made to him in his holding.
Okay, so then who had the last laugh when it came to ring IQ?
That doesn't mean he has higher ring IQ, brother.
No, okay, but here's what I'm saying. This is I'm going by Sento standards. Sento said Caleb Plant's ring IQ was the holding on. And Benavidez adjusted to his ring IQ. So what does that mean? He has better ring IQ if the ring IQ is holding on.
No, it doesn't. But okay, no, it doesn't.
So we're going on scale now.
He's probably the stronger fighter. There ain't no problem. He's the stronger fighter with a better chin, and that's just what it is. I mean, the boy's stronger than most everybody he's been in the ring with, naturally.
No, but you're not giving credit for the adjustment he made.
Yes,
he knows how to win fights. I ain't taking nothing away from the boy. That doesn't mean his skill level is better.
When you look at
when you look at Mike Tyson,
hang on.
Hold on. When you look at Mike Tyson and Holyfield was the better technical fighter between the two of them. But that doesn't mean that he got the win over Tyson. That don't mean that people are more excited to see him versus Tyson. So you can't. We're talking about technical fundamentals of boxing. It doesn't mean because the guy wins that he's a better technical fighter. He could be the stronger fighter. Period.
No, I was talking about ring IQ. I was talking about who's the better technical fighter.
Like I said,
I'm talking about who's outthinking the other one in the ring. Who's using their brain more than the other one.
You don't have to think a whole lot. He's got the chin,
but he did it,
and he's got the strength.
How come?
Because in the beginning, he was having a problem with the clinches, and he was having a problem cutting off the ring. He adjusted to both of those problems.
He had to learn,
and then was dominant from that point on.
He didn't. Well, I'm not gonna argue. I'll argue that later, but that's fine.
Everything that was working for Plant in those first 5 rounds was nowhere to be found in the next 6. In the next fucking 7.
You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because every time he decided to come in and he was getting hit on for 12 rounds, that shit hurts, bro. It was like, wow. Like, after a while, yeah, you're going to slow down and get fatigued. But let me ask you something. Since he has higher ring IQ, how come he couldn't figure out how to knock out Caleb Plant and put his ass on the canvas and put him in the dirt like he said he was in round 6? Numerous and multiple times. I'm asking you a question. How come he didn't figure out how to knock him out?
Maybe he didn't have enough power. I don't know. He landed enough shots.
Now he doesn't have enough power. Wow. All right, but he beat his ass for fucking 12. All right.
I mean, when has Benavidez ever been a one-punch knockout artist? So he's a.
I didn't even ask you that goofy shit. I didn't ask you that.
Okay, so he didn't stop him. So because he didn't stop him, that means what? He still beat the fucking shit out of him.
I'm just asking you because you said he has higher ring.
But what does ring IQ? What does thinking have to do with physical power of knocking another person out?
Everything.
How?
You have to set up the knockout. What are you talking about?
So if you can't knock a person out, you're not that smart in the ring. Is that what you're telling me?
No, it's not. No one said that.
So then why are those two things aren't related then?
No one said that shit.
Then those two things aren't related.
But okay, Max, what's ring IQ to you? What would you define ring?
It's just IQ, intelligence. It has nothing to do with how fast you are, how strong you are, your technique, your footwork, your defense, nothing. It's just adjusting and using your smart, setting traps, adjusting to the style, adjusting to all that shit. It's like mental shit. I mean, because Gervonta has it too. I've seen Tank do it too. You catch him with some shit early. You see Mayweather, you do something early, it's successful. All of a sudden, you can't do that the rest of the fight. Why? It's not because they're stronger, they're faster, they have more. No, they adjust it. Now you got to adjust on the adjustment. Can you battle back? It's chess. It's mental chess in there. You feel me? So mentally, that's what I'm saying. Mentally, it's the IQ. Like, just what is your adjustment to what they're doing? Okay, he's clinching me. My adjustment is I'm gonna start doing these short hooks, push his arms down, push his face back. If the rest I'm stopping us, fuck it. Okay, the adjustment of not being able to cut off the ring. He figured out how to cut off the ring. Caleb Plant going to get away from him later. I do understand that fatigue sets in. It's, he starts coming slower. He gets in whatever. But he still like figured this shit out. Now Caleb Plant didn't adjust to anything Benavidez did at all. Once what he was doing stopped working, he had no other answer. He had no plan B.
All right, now Steph, what would you consider ring IQ? Same question. What's your definition?
Very similar stuff to what Nux was saying, but I think thinking it and doing it are also two different things too. Because in actuality, when you're getting beat on, you got to figure out how to like it's hit and not get hit. So you got to try to figure out hit this guy and not get hit at the same time. I'm thinking back to just think about Caleb and David. I mean, like once David figured out how to keep his man standing up in front of him, right? Even keep his man standing up in front of him. Caleb at that point has to figure out, okay, if he's figured that out on me, let me still hold because I want to hit him and not get hit, but step on this, laterally, get out of the way, step around him. That's just an example of ring IQ. So it's simply just
because I was surprised that Plant was clinching just to clinch. Like he wasn't clinching for position. He wasn't turning them. He wasn't doing like stuff that you see some people doing, like Mayweather and shit, doing clinches, Ward, where they might clinch you when they're in the corner, and by the time that clinch is over, the ref breaks it up. All of a sudden you're in the corner. How'd you get like that? Because like you said, they sidestep you. Next thing you know, when the ref breaks it up, now your back is to the ropes. You know what I'm saying? So different techniques, but I just feel like Plant just had no backup plans. Like, look, it's what we're doing for 12 rounds and fucking stick to the plan. Like, and that goes to even the Breadman shit. Everyone said with Breadman in his quarter, he was going to be a lot more cerebral as far as his attack, but it didn't seem like they had a backup plan. Like, okay, now if you're not able to clinch, because here's the thing too, what if that ref was one of the refs that wouldn't let you clinch like that? What was going to be their backup plan after that? I mean, I'm assuming that they know Kenny Bayless will because he does, but if the ref is like, nah, you clinching too much, what was your backup plan then? Was it going to be pop shot? Was it going to be flurries in and out? What was your, or was it just fuck it? We're just going to try to hit him a 1-2 clinch, and, I don't know.
That's fair. But for 5 rounds for sure, in my case, 6 rounds, dude, he was hitting this guy and not getting hit. Benavidez was hitting air. That's ring IQ.
But Benavidez landed more punches than how?
Listen to me. That's
Caleb missed more.
That's boxing skill.
Yeah, Mick's
wrong.
That is boxing. I know he's believing what he's saying.
He's
I have the stats right here.
Man, I go right my vision as well. Because sometimes stats don't tell the truth. There's been a many times Oscar De La Hoya has won rounds without touching his opponents. I've seen it myself.
Pacquiao too.
No, it don't count.
I said Pacquiao. I said Pacquiao too. There's a lot of people that do that shit.
But is that correct? If it don't count in the street, why does it count in the ring?
I mean, this is pretty much what we're talking about because Caleb Plant threw so many punches, he's just giving him credit for punches he didn't land.
To get credit for a punch, you gotta remember something. When they punching each other, you got somebody hitting a button every time they see a punch. That don't mean they're gonna get it right every time. It's human error.
I say that all the time too, actually, Sento. Like, it's funny. Like, this is why I kind of don't score fights anymore, because, I kind of magically do it in my head. But it's funny because, like, when you look at the punch stats, right, that's someone else doing what you're doing, looking at it and writing it down. That shit's funny.
You there?
Yeah, we're here. Shout out to Dan Kenobi.
Me or
that copy box?
Oh, me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next. We're back. I don't know about y'all, man, but lately here the last few weeks I've been having some audio issues when I connect to StreamYard. I don't know if it's just me or
a little bit. But I think
sometimes my audio don't come through.
I would say overall internet difficulties.
Yeah. I know I won't call the name out on this show, but another show they using something different than StreamYard. And I don't know if that's because they've been having issues on that area or not. But all in all, man, it was exciting over the weekend.
It was a good ass card.
I hate that they robbed El Rayo. I felt like they robbed him. I know a lot of people say it wasn't a rob, but I felt like they robbed him because what I saw was a great knockdown the first round, and then it went back. Now Cobra showed himself well. He came back, but it went back and forth. But he got hurt so many times in that fight, and it went back and forth. I just didn't think it went back and forth enough for him to get the victory. I figured the knockdown was the deciding factor. I could be wrong. I didn't score that fight like I did the Plant and Benavidez fight, but I was watching it closely because it's Colbert and he runs his mouth a lot, and he got drilled up.
I was talking to my brother about that, Cinto, and we both decided that the judges' viewership, right? This is what they saw. They saw everything what you just said, right? But El Rayo didn't finish the job. He got the early knockdown within 30 seconds and then didn't finish him. Now that's fucked up because he like you, I did think he won that fight. But since I'm an El Rayo fan, I'm like automatically biased a little bit there. But then I also know him.
That's the first time I remember seeing El Rayo fight. I've heard about him a lot, but I haven't really not watched him fight until then that I can remember. And so I wasn't sure who was El Rayo that was coming in the ring because there was so many Ramos on the ticket that night. You know what I'm saying? But I heard that he was fighting Cobra, so I paid attention. So the thing is, I like watching Colbert fight, but I'm not a true Colbert fan because I don't like his attitude.
Right.
I respect his boxing skills, but I think he has found out he's not as good as he thinks he is. He's good until he gets hit right. Just like my man Caleb Plant. He's good until he gets hit right. So it's that type of situation. But it's good to feel confident in yourself and all that. But show and prove though. Now one thing I can say about Caleb, even though he's not as durable when he gets hit as the best two in the division have been so far, the ones he's lost against, he does fight. He comes to fight and he does try to fight. He even fought in the 12th round. I take my hat off to him. But at the same time, Colbert sometimes folds up and he just on I don't think he does his best effort every time, and I don't know if that's because he's hurt enough not to, or what the deal is. I guess I expect a little bit more out of it.
He's very hot and cold. Hot and cold, but like overall, he's not that. He's not what we initially thought.
Yeah, I don't think he's the blue chipper they thought it would be.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an elite fighter. I think he's probably C+, B- at best.
The problem is, I've been doing this exercise. I've been practicing doing this exercise with myself, and it's like for us hardcores because we're so hardcore about it, right? And then you come to a fighter like that, and you realize he's not as good, and that's when you kind of realize, man, we're like, man, these guys, man, I've been saying it for the last month now, man. These guys gotta find a better teacher, man. They really got they ain't got no science, man. It's called the sweet science, right? A lot of guys don't have it, man. It's kind of like what me and Max were sparring about with the ring IQ. It's one thing to have it, man, but or that famous quote with Tyson, you got to play until you get punched in the mouth, man. How are you going to adjust? And then are you, and more importantly, since this is a gladiator sport, are you going to bite down and be vicious and ruthless and fight for it?
Yeah.
We're finding out a lot of our favorites ain't built like that, man.
Right.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
That's true because these guys, my homeboy. I'm talking about him too, Caleb Plant, Colbert, fighters like that. They have good skills, great skills. Great ring IQ. I'm not gonna take away from Colbert's ring IQ. I think he's got good ring IQ. I think they both do until they get hurt. When they get hurt, Deontay Wilder is a great knockout artist until he gets hurt. And so I think what happens is that these guys revert back to survival or what do I do after they get severely hurt. Some cope with it better than others. And I think that's what what we're seeing in these fights. They're great when they're, as long as the pressure's not greater than what they want to feel. When it goes beyond, when the pain and the pressure goes beyond what they're comfortable with, I think that's when they don't use their ring IQ. But before that, they have, pretty good ring IQ. That's what we're seeing in these fighters here.
Also, too, that trust factor with the trainer. You have to continually trust your trainer in the line of fire and in chaos. And that's really hard to do when you get punched on, man. And like, it's crazy. It's crazy how that works. Gosh, I just had a thought. Yeah, I went away there.
I think Breadman has been a good addition for Caleb. I do. I know they 1-1 right now, but I think he's been a good addition because it's a possibility that Breadman, if he wasn't in that corner, it's a possibility that Caleb would have went down and would have lost by knockout instead of a decision. That's what I believe because I feel that he took a much greater beating against Benavidez than he did Canelo. So it's Canelo just happened to catch him right, but he didn't take as much of a beating. Plus, he won.
Took a beating.
He was in the
took
fight
a beating, Stento, but he took
a
a beating, man. He took a beating, but he didn't actually take an excruciating badass beating.
No. I'm not saying that, but I think he endured.
He took a beating. No, he took a beating, but like it's not as bad as what we think it is, man.
Like, than he did Canelo.
That's what I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm with you on that.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people, they can say what they want to. What I saw with my eyes while I was sitting there watching that fight, the kid gave a valued effort. He had his, even when he was losing some of those rounds, he had spurts in those rounds where he was fighting back and had, was putting, stop David in his tracks a couple of times, put some combos on him.
Stento, if you remember me early on, like 10 days before that fight, I said that because I believe he could have, and he did chin check David a lot in that fight, but to get him out of there, he was going to have to do it really early. So I wanted him to kind of speed up his production. I felt like this is for both men. I don't know, man. Like I can't wait to rewatch that fight when it's on this coming weekend because I felt like as good as it was, a lot was left in there, man.
Yeah.
Because Benavidez could have done more damage, and Plant could have won the fucking fight. He obviously did gas. But
he might have gassed him, but I think the gas.
He could have won the fight. He could have, and it wasn't even a bad gas. It wasn't even a bad gas. It was just,
I think the gassing that was ignited by the body shots.
Right. No, it was ignited because he was taking a beating. No, it was ignited because he was taking a beating.
That too, but the body shots, he was getting hit with some good body shots, and I think it took more out of him than we realized. And then it slowed him down. And so whenever he would clinch, David got used to him clinch, so he was keeping a hand free and punching, beating him up with that other hand, and that helped slow him down as well. So
he kept standing him back up. He kept putting his head up. That when people say, "Oh, he's elbowing him," well, obviously because his arms are really big and long, right?
Yeah,
they're long. So,
but Dave was
but
trying to
no,
rough
no,
him
no,
up on purpose because he get
no,
tired of the
for
hold.
sure, for sure. But no, he was standing his man back up. It was just in real time. It just looks like that, but in real time, the guy's coming in. He said, no, no, no. He uses his bows, but push the man back up, and because he's bigger than him, he's like a little taller than him. So he stood the man back up, and then he's got to come all the way back with those long, gangly arms. And he's whooping this man. And every time he did that, man, it was wow. It was like wow, 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 wow. It was whooping that man, dude. That shit hurt. But you know, he probably should have knocked him out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I knew
at that point. At that point,
be a knockout.
I kind of felt that way too. But I go ahead.
If he wins, he wins. If he didn't win, he was gonna take some abuse. But I figured he was gonna find victory internally to himself by staying on his feet. Now, Bayless might have disallowed some knockdowns and stuff like that. We didn't have any knockdowns. He might have disallowed it by being involved too much. But I even if he had went down, I think
probably
survived. I think he would have survived that fight because he's pushing himself to survive that fight. And I just think I think he was determined not to get stopped like he did against Canelo this time. That's what I was believing in my heart, and I just didn't feel like it was gonna. I didn't see him knocking David out unless he just catch him just right like he did the real. But I didn't think David was gonna be able to land.
He could have done that.
Flush.
Pinto, he could have done that. He could have done that because like early on, like I said, man, he was boxing, but it wasn't coming all the way together.
But
like his punch plate was. He respected it way too much.
The real. And so a lot of times when David was backed up to the ropes, he could have went in on him, but he respected what David was going to bring back. He wasn't crazy. So I understand. I saw it, but I didn't like what I saw, but I understood what he was doing. And he
should have held him, and moved.
He didn't have
moved out of the way.
Guy in there. Plus, David is a volume puncher when he wants to be. The real isn't. So he knew he had a better chance of getting quite a few punches off on the real than he did David. So he didn't want to take that opportunity.
He was also He was also in the Darrell fight. His hand speed was way quicker.
David's
way. Yeah. But in this fight, they're both about the same hand speeds. Like, believe it or not, they're both about the same.
Yeah, they had matching speed.
Yeah, comparable speed. Yeah.
But yeah, it was entertaining. And, I bought some David Benavidez merchandise while I was there. I didn't see Caleb Plant didn't have a booth set up, but he did most online, before the fight, during the fight. But it was a few people on the plane, same plane I was on, going to Vegas to watch Caleb fight. And
nice, man.
A lot of us at the airport. But he had some support in the arena, even though you probably heard a few boos. He had more support than people realized.
Yeah, man. No, I was very satisfied, and let me say this though. Well, let me actually be a little Debbie Downer real fast. When I say it wasn't a pay-per-view fight, I'm saying like they could have done that. They could have just done a regular Showtime event. I think they still would have stunted like the same way, because you got to think like what comes after this, and then how either or match up with another face, or even a rematch possibly, and then you go ahead and do it. That's just my opinion. But I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean,
they knew this fight was going to be a fight that people wanted to see. They're trying to get the new year start off right. But I think we're in the age now where there's going to be a lot more pay-per-views than what we had in the past. They're going to become more. They have become more commonplace because that was a way of them paying the fighters before. Now that Disney Paramount owns this network. They got an infusion of money to work with now, so things are a little bit different. But I still think we're going to have a plethora of pay-per-view fights year after year. I think we just might as well, sit back, put our seatbelts on, and understand that's what we're going to be getting.
Sure.
So it's
Sure.
unfortunate, but that's what they're doing to us. And I like that fight was everything I think most people thought it would be. And
how was the town though? Because Boxing City finally got some foot traffic. It was packed, man. People were jumping.
That place was packed. The casino was packed. The area was packed. So you had Taylor Swift had a concert there at the same time.
Nice. Really?
So, man, there was people everywhere. And there was many females. All you wanted to see was there. It's great. But I tell you, man, one time me and Sheldon, right before we went into the arena, man, we finished eating. We stopped to get some. We stopped to get some gum, man, at this little booth. And I was trying to get I had the gum. I was trying to unwrap it. I walked to this trash can purposely because these group of females over there. There's one dude over there, but he could have been gay. But I saw this attractive, tall chocolate drop sitting there along with these Latina and maybe an Asian girl. So I pulled up, me and Sheldon, I was messing with it. I said, how y'all doing? How you ladies doing? Fine. And then one of them, the little Asian girl, I said, better than you.
Ooh.
Man, I started to go in on her, man. I really did. But I said, no. Because, see, I really wasn't talking to her. I was talking to the chocolate drop, but I had to address the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I wanted to say something, too. But instead of me trying to toot my own horn, I just chilled. Because I said, you must be a CEO or something there. You're doing better than me. I started here with. I said, no, I ain't gonna even do that.
You should have. I wish you would. I wish you would.
Yeah. So
James Frazier, Citigroup, bitch.
So everybody started laughing at me because I was struggling trying to get the gum unwrapped. Get the wrapper off of it, the cellophane. And so we made a little laugh out there. But I started going in on that heifer, man. But I said, nah, I ain't gonna even trip.
Little heifer. That little heifer.
Yeah, a little heifer.
She had the. I think she had the zany eyes. She was all fucked up and shit.
Yeah. No, none of them were bad looking. They were all decent looking women.
No. I know that. I just mean fucked up. Drinking shit.
No, they weren't even drunk yet.
Nice.
But the thing is, a lot of times we don't know what's in the package. We sometimes we're just looking at the wrapper. You know what I'm saying? And although I don't display what I can display, I ain't about trying to, impress anyone. I'm going for, when I go to fights, I dress for comfort. You see what I'm saying? I don't be trying to dress up and I don't be trying to look like I'm expensive or none of that. I go to enjoy the fight and I go for comfort, But you never know. See, some of these chicks, and guys, sometimes we try to judge a book by its cover and think this person is, below our standards or something because we seeing something less than what we would want to see. And I don't look at people like that, man, because money don't show itself. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know what you're looking at. That's the only time it shows itself. A lot of times, unless you know what you're looking at. Now, a lot of times, people, sometimes the wealthy, the ignorant, what I call ignorant wealthy people, will show their money. But people, wealthy people that's used to having something and not worried about trying to impress others and things of that nature, not trying to put money in the other man's pocket just because his name's on the garment. They ain't worried about all that bull crap. Shoot. Hey, your boy, for Tesla, Elon Musk, he don't buy name brand stuff for his kids and stuff like that, man. He ain't thinking about that bull crap. He know what he's dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people don't realize that, man. We you know, before we get there, we got to have all the top name brands and got to have this. We got to, how you know, we got to have drip on, you know, all that old bull crap, man. Forget that bull crap, man. I'm going in there, man. I'm gonna have me, I'm gonna be in some sweats or some warm ups. It's gonna be all active wear when you see me. I ain't going in dressed up for nobody. I'm going in for comfort. That's it. That's and the only time I'm gonna dress up is if the occasion calls for it, and then I look like a different person. That's just like I had to tell this chick about a month ago, man, when Shelton came to the Super Bowl weekend. When Shelton came, hung out with me, me, him, my best friend, his wife, and a couple other friends of mine, you know, females, we were all hanging out.
Money came.
This little, huh?
I said money came. He brought his little friend.
We were hanging out at this little club spot a partner of mine owns. Well, I ain't gonna say a partner of mine, but a friend of mine. And we were chilling. And this lady, she come through there, bopping and stuff. You know, she's a little older than I am. She was flirting a little bit. I was flirting back with her, and at the end of the night, you know, she was trying to tell me she don't mess with the young, right? And when she told me how old she was, I said, "Oh, I understand what you're saying, because you know sometimes you never played on the playground, you never know how fun it can be. So I understand what you're saying." And I told her, when she told me how old she was, I said, "Oh, I just got rid of somebody your age." You know what I'm saying? I did like that. Now I'm halfway dressed at that moment. I'm not gonna say I'm fully dressed. I'm halfway dressed because I had on some casual shoes. You know what I'm saying? And I had on, did I have on jeans that night or slacks? I can't even remember. I might have had some jeans on.
Probably had some jeans on, yeah.
I think I had some black jeans on, and I had on a French cuff.
Got some loafers on?
French cuff. No, I had on some, probably had on some, I got some dress sneakers.
Okay.
You know, and so anyway, I had a hat on. And so I told...
What, like a paperboy hat or like a fedora?
Like a fedora. Like a fedora. Okay. So
gotcha.
At the end of the night, I said, look, I think she told me her name was Cheryl or something like that. I said, "Hey, Cheryl, let me tell you something." I said, "Look, I understand what you're saying about you don't mess with the young and things of that nature. I get it. I understand that." I said, that's cool. I said, "But let me tell you this, though. I got a feeling that we're going to see each other in the future." I said, "I'm just going to let you know. And this ain't no brag or nothing." I said, "I'm just letting you know. I'm going to be so clean the next time you see me. Don't come trying to holler at me. I'm just trying to let you know. You know, because I am going to be extra clean, and don't try to get at a brother at that point. I'm just saying." And she hollered. She said, "You look good tonight." I said, "Mate, I look good tonight, but I'm going to look great the next time you see me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't trip. I'm just letting you know." I love her like that. And look, and she's laughing and tripping. And look, everybody was, "Man, you ain't gonna holler, you ain't gonna get a number." "Nah, I don't need a number. I'm just over here. I'm having a good time. I ain't trying to impress her. You know, I'm just having fun."
Like that.
Yeah. Because I know good and well, if I was really serious about trying to get her, I could have got a number and everything. But I didn't do that. Because before she walked out, she had to make sure she say something to me. You know.
Of course.
But we had a good time with it. But that's the kind of, when I'm in an arrogant attitude, I'm in arrogant mode.
Yeah.
I get like that on them hoes real quick. You know, I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll let you boy later.
No, and here's the kicker to that though. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Every single time, even if nothing comes of it, they want a man to tell them what the F to do. That's it.
And they want to know he's confident. Oh, I forgot we're on this thing.
That's all good.
They want to know he's got some confidence in himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we will play flirting with each other all evening. You know, it was cool.
See, That's what up. You said Cheryl, so and I know she old school, so she's probably spelled her name
Yeah.
C-H, not S-H.
Right.
C-H.
That
Yeah,
part.
that's Cheryl.
But
That's Cheryl.
yeah, she's same age as my ex. Is what it is.
Oh God,
She
dog.
was old.
Oh yeah,
But
she was looking
hey,
for a little
hey, look,
slap and pickle.
and look, the way I told her I just got rid of somebody her age, I did it. I didn't do it discreetly.
Oh, I know you did. You told her
I
like
did it
Trump.
loud.
You
My
told her
own,
straight up, baby.
everybody was trying. I said, I just got rid of somebody your age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're all loud.
I said 21 years. I got rid of that. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, I thought you trying to say you something else. I said, you ain't that old.
Fucking said
Now
that, man.
I would have buffed old Cheryl up though. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get you wrong.
But I wasn't trying to make no relationship with nothing like that. But I would have Peter rolled her that night if she wanted it.
No relations.
I don't know if I would have Peter rolled that night. Would I? I don't know, man. I've been doing some stuff
It
lately
depends
that
on it depends how arrogant you get.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. But you know what? I've been doing some stuff of late since I've been divorced that I didn't do in the past. I probably would have Peter rolled her that night. Be honest. I'm known to make them wait. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes,
Yeah, I love to take him for a ride, but
though,
like I don't promise you a ride back home. That's all.
Right,
I love to take you for a ride, but I ain't promising you to, ride home. That's on you.
Yeah, that part. But yeah, man, I know, and Sheldon was waiting at the fight that night. He was waiting on me to go in on him. Cause he already seen me, and actually, how I get with him sometimes. I try to do it with a little class though, but I said, man, I said I could have went in on it over Rod, at the fight, and Sheldon said, man, I thought you would. I was waiting on you to do it. I said, man, she wasn't even worth it, man. I said, I wouldn't even talk to her. I was trying to holler at the sister, and I said, she just threw my whole plan off when she got to talk because I wanted to get back at her.
You said better than you. You said, well, shit, you must be the CEO.
And what I started telling her, man. I started, you must be a CEO or something.
You better get your Diane. You better get your Diane Swamp looking KPMG banking ass about the fuck up out here. What the fuck?
But see,
suck some dick.
There was two reasons why I didn't go in on it. I didn't want to look like a blood hole, first of all, and then second of all,
no one likes to show off, right?
I didn't want the sister, since it was her friend, to take to have a negative note about her brother. You know what I'm saying? In case I still had opportunity to go in on it. Plus I wasn't sure what they were doing that night because I didn't.
You should have got first round. You should have got first round when she said better than you. Like, oh yeah, let me tell you, a little CEO ass, because they gonna take it.
Hey, I should have just went on told. I should have went on said it again. You must be a CEO or something like that.
I like that. I'm gonna use that. Yeah. I'm gonna throw a little spice in there, a little seasoning, and be like,
I think I'm gonna start. I might start. And see, these were no older chicks either. They were probably in their 30s. They could have been in their 40s. They could have been in the 40s, 30s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? But they were nice looking females. But I think I'm gonna start going in on these hoes, man. Just, they try to get fly out the mouth. I'm like, oh, for real? You must be next probably could be like, every I'm gonna let it fly, man. You was
man, them hoes be going crazy. Like past 30 years old, they be going crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh my gosh, you're like, I'm dying alone. You're like, yup.
Man, I'm riding through this area too fast, man. I just ain't caring nothing about it, but I need to chill.
Hey man, be careful. How's the weather there right now?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine, man.
Okay. It's coming.
It's chilly in Vegas.
It's coming though. The weather's coming.
What's coming to us?
I think a storm's coming.
Some wetness.
Yeah, some wetness and some tornadoes.
We used to all that.
Yeah.
We just had some last week, as a matter of fact. But yeah, it's that time of year. But yeah, it was chilly in Vegas, man. I left. Excuse me. When I left Nashville, get on my plane, man. Get out
like
to Vegas,
60.
man. It's like 51.
Hmm.
But you know what? The forecast didn't lie because I checked the forecast. Taylor Bell said Centos is 100% correct. The richest people I know with millions of dollars, you would never know. No, you're right, Taylor, man. They don't show that stuff, man. Why? You know, shoot. And then they don't believe in making the next man rich either. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, so yeah, Taylor Bell, I started to go in on that old broad, man, but I spared him. I spared him, man. And I was fumbling with my rap on that gun, man, and we got a little laugh out of it, you know. And one
She
time I
said
dropped
better
it.
than you. She said better than you.
Better than you.
Not gonna get
And
your.
then laugh. I was like, oh, okay. That's how
Oh. Ah.
I did say something about it. I said, you must be doing pretty good then, or something like that. Y'all must be doing all right, or something like that. And so I just, you know, next time, them old they sparing my ain't showing me no love. I'm going in on them old man. Bump.
I'm gonna tussle with you. I'm gonna tussle with you.
Yeah.
Oh man. You gotta go listen to that song, Big Tussle. He says some of these ugly ass girls act like they can't say what's up to a nigga.
Yeah.
I want you to
Yeah.
reach back and say, fuck you.
Look. I like catching bras when I ain't dressed or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just in some old casual wear, you know, just looking like, you know, somebody. I don't. If I look at it like this, if you pull them and without showing that you might be doing okay for yourself and stuff like that, then my game spoke louder than my apparel or my rapping. You know what I'm saying? As far as when I say rapping, I mean my like a present being wrapped up. I'm saying the
It's all
clothing and
about the shoe game.
all
Real
that.
faster.
Yeah.
It's all about your shoe game. When they sizing you up, sometimes
Oh,
they'll
my
cancel
shoe.
you. They'll cancel you all over the shirt. If it's plaid, if it's this, that, yada, you know, they'll do that. But
Well,
when they
usually my
when they
shoes
get to the shoes, that's the last straw. That's what it is.
get to the fight. Now sometimes I might have on some. I might have my comfortable. I got a pair of comfortable Under Armour sneakers I wear sometimes. You know, because most of the gear I wear is on Under Armour. But you know, I got some sneakers I wear. I pull out occasionally that speak for themselves. They're attention to getters. But speaking of shoes, guys, any of those Jordans or any kind of Nikes, I'm kind of like a plug now.
Oh, is that right? Well,
I'm kind of like
calories,
a
man.
plug now.
Calories.
Look here. Now I had bought 3 different pairs of Jordans, and I was gonna take at least 2 of them with me to the fight, right? But they come in, they a little bit. The size is not true to size like it should be. Well, here of late. Um, I usually get 12s, but the 12s are fitting more like 11 and a half. So I reordered the same 3 pair because I know I sell the 3 that I bought. I ordered the same 3 pair, reordered the same 3 pair, all in 12 and a halves, and yesterday. And there was another pair of 11s. I got a pair of 1s, 9s, and 11s retros. And this time I ordered those 3 plus a extra pair of 11s, but they all black, man. I mean, just blacked out. You know what I'm saying? I got my son. He got a pair, and then this chick. I got a new. How should I put it? Got a new candidate, man. Is wants to be
Nice. She trying to be
down
on the
with your
team.
boy. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, she wants to be on the
she
team.
get Ben and I ain't touched up nothing. We hadn't dated or anything like that. She got to pay for her sneakers, but she wanted some of those Air Force Ones, those Tiffany and Company Air Force Ones.
I see.
So I got a pair of those coming for her, and they got a little sweatsuit. They pushing on that as well. So she wanted all that, the whole fit. So between her and my son and my order, we got a nice little order coming through. But
Cool beans.
Well, that's a
I can't wait
$3,000
to get my
order, there, my
sneakers,
boy.
man. Now look, the sneakers, the Connect I have, everything come in stock X. Everything got everything you need with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's on point, man. If it wasn't, I won't tell y'all about it.
See,
You know,
this guy.
I ain't trying to push no counterfeit. You know what I'm saying? Forget that. I wasn't known for that back in the day. I was known for having that that the, I was known for having that high quality. You understand? That's the way I believe. I don't believe in selling nothing that ain't worth my reputation. But yeah, man. But I'm kind of like a plug now. You understand? Yep. Anyway, hey, they could be drop shipped like a sun gun. You order,
All right.
they'll come to your door.
Can you give me those Roger Federers?
Just, I'll be competitive with anybody's price. Anybody. The
I
only
want
way
those
you can beat my price if you can get it not just wholesale, but you got to be able to get it wholesale to beat my price.
Well,
I'm kind of like dealing with Escobar's right hand man right now. I'm trying to cut the right hand man. I go straight to Escobar, but I settle for the right hand man right now.
Damn, you got a big meeting with the cartel then. Wow.
That's look. That's where I like to operate. You see what I'm saying? I
Well,
settle
you
for.
missed. You missed that big payment early on, so you got to go down and have a meeting now.
Hey, believe it. That's my intentions. My intentions is to go straight to the source. You understand me? You know how Scarface went over. He got on. They put him on a plane and took him on over to see
Told
Source.
you not to fuck
Went
me, you
straight to Source.
monkey.
Yeah. I'm trying to get straight to Source, man. You understand me?
Oh yeah, that's right. He hung that dude from the helicopter.
Yeah.
Let him know he
All
wasn't
they
fucking
have in
around.
this world is my word and my balls, and I don't break those for
Balls.
nobody. And that
For
piece of
nothing,
shit
man.
up there, I don't care nothing about him, man. First, I just he got my
For
son back.
nothing.
Got my
For
friend back.
nothing, man. For nothing, man. For nothing, man.
Yeah, man. I love that movie, man. I love that movie. Man,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw that movie, man, this girl was rubbing on my Johnsons, man. And my leg was hurt.
You know what's funny? That I was going through something like that. Like one of the first times I saw that movie. Well, like I was being hella distracted by some pussy, and I was like, dog, like, let this movie
this
go
old girl in the neighborhood,
hard.
she always
What the
liked
fuck?
it. And a bunch of us, kids, we were teenagers or young teens or something like that. And yeah, she was rubbing all over my joint, man. The whole movie, man. I was sitting on there hard as a rock, enjoying Scarface. But yeah, man, it was good old days. That old girl, man, I never did knock off. She hit me up. She hit me up as a. She hit me up as a on Facebook a few years ago, and just recently I reached out to her, but I think she got an old man or whatever. But I don't know what she up to or what she look like these days. She probably don't look like much of nothing. But anyway, I wanted to see if she was willing to if she was willing to finish up what she started while we watching Scarface.
Right.
Now that we both grown ups.
I started like at the beginning of this year. I started hollering at these chicks from high school. They like for some odd reason they like. I don't even know how I ended up talking to them, but yeah, I've been going back and forth throughout this year. We shall see what happens. One of them wants to come and visit me, but I'm like, I don't know about that.
Man, I got this thing, man. I just can't, for some reason, man, I just can't bring myself to holler these local chicks, man. They live close to me. Cause I don't want them to have easy of access to me. You know what I'm saying? So I usually like the chick I'm supposed to take out this weekend. She lives closer to me than anybody. She's probably about 45 minutes from me.
Okay.
And she was talking a lot of stuff the other day. And then I ran a little something down to her. And then next thing she knows, she was like, "Oh,
Man, what happened to
are
that?
you
What happened
digging
to that lady
me?
that moved in with you that time?
I don't want to lead. I want to be led, and
Sit
I'll
tight.
take it slow. We'll take it slow. I ain't gonna rush you." First, she was talking
Sit
all
tight.
that
What
stuff
happened
about,
to the lady that moved in with you?
you know, him and a brother
What
up
happened to the
and all that.
what happened to the one that was on the
I had
road
to
with
let
you?
her know the ones that been turned down.
Santos, can you hear us?
I know he hear me. I know he hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you,
Oh,
but look,
bastard.
I hear him now. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear what's your
I
name,
said
man?
what happened to that lady
Yeah,
who had moved in with you? What happened to her?
the lady moved in with me. Nobody moved in with
Yeah,
me.
that
What
was
you talking about? I thought the one you was
the
hanging
lady
out a
that
long time. Oh, okay.
the one that was leaving stuff around the house and stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you about that. Just say, let me go on mute and get the stuff out of the truck. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't got but 2 pieces gotta come out. I'll tell you exactly about that. I was gonna get around to that, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sometimes Chronicles is back, man.
give me just a moment.
Pittsburgh, talk to us.
Hey man, we got unemployment. What's today? Wednesday. Oh no, ain't that happening. It's just that thing. Ain't today Wednesday. Ain't that happening.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey
My bad. Go ahead, Pete.
hey, I was gonna ask y'all, man. What y'all? I mean, I think we talked about it before, man. What y'all think about this gun control stuff? Starting up again. What y'all? How y'all feeling briefly about gun control?
I'll go first. Man, look, us Americans, we're going to be fighting over gun control until for the rest of our lives, man. Some people want them, some people don't want them, some people think it's a right, some people don't think it's a right. It's going to go back and forth. So that's that. And then I also don't think in our lifetimes we have to worry about him being taken up. So what's the big deal?
That's for you.
That's what I think.
I feel you. We've been fighting about it for a long time, man. We ain't never really
Been
got
fighting
nowhere
forever.
close like that.
We've been fighting about it since the birth of the country, man. Guns,
Yeah.
man. Paul Revere was running. He was like, "They coming, they coming."
We
I
all
was like,
talking
"What
about
are
the
we gonna
guns
do?" He's like,
situation,
"What are they
the
gonna
shooting.
do?" He was like, "I got this gun." He's like, "Shit, guerrilla warfare, bitch. We
Can
going to
y'all hear me?
war." Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. What you think about gun control, Santos?
What I think about what now?
Gun control. What's your thoughts on gun control?
I think it's necessary. If we had more
On
gun
what?
control, wouldn't have that incident that happened in a private school in Nashville. You know,
Okay,
let me tell you
in
something.
what way?
This is what I believe. I believe gun control is another. This is what I think gun control is out based on. I was just talking to my little friend about it earlier tonight before I got on the show.
Real fast, Intel. When you're done with that, would you
For the
lead into
sovereign nation
the
type
tip?
people, it's about the government not controlling their personal lives and things of that nature, and them having a way to fight, and if they have to or whatever. But for a lot of that portion of America, I mean, there's a demographic in America that's worried about another demographic having an advantage over them or being even with them to fight in battles if they have one. So basically, I feel it's still a certain demographic of people that want to have the upper hand in one way or another over certain groups. And that's what they're more worried about than anything. I understand people need protection for their homes and stuff like that. That's good. And I'm not opposed to that. But this thing where these people who have mental issues, documented mental issues, not having of purchasing these weapons, assault weapons at that, it's crazy. It is super crazy. And then these parents not being aware of what's going on with their children in their homes, it's crazy to me. Maybe it's crazy to me because I haven't always had a super big home. So there wasn't a lot of hiding spaces in my home. When I come up, my mom, she was on top of everything. She a child could have been buying weapons. Even at the age of 18, I couldn't have been buying weapons living in my mother's house and her not know it. No way. So I just think it's too much. We get society nowadays. We give too much space and freedom to our children in our homes, but at the same time, I think we're too crazed about weapons. You know why? And sold to private citizens. These are weapons for war. These are not weapons for protection at home. These are a war assault rifles that people are being killed up with. It's crazy. It don't make sense. And this girl had 2 of them joints and a pistol, but she had bought like 7 weapons since years ago. So I mean, it's crazy.
Okay.
It's just then she got mental issues that they're not disclosing. Why? Because they don't want people to know that they could have stopped it.
What kind of mental issues?
I don't know.
The state of Tennessee don't red flag none of that stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know that you can. But you can't really. But listen, this is the thing with that people want to say gun control. This is why I kind of briefly. I don't want to get too deep into this stuff. Like I just don't think that there's anything that you specifically could do to stop these type of situations, unless you're taking all the guns away from people. Because if you take all the assault rifles away, then they got regular handguns, right? So
but you ain't got to worry about a massive amount of people being killed up in a little short period of time like that, though.
Yes, you do. They got 50-round drums. They're putting on 44. They got 50-round drums. They're putting on.
Look, man. Look, if you got a revolver versus an automatic pistol is different. And if you any weapon that shoot more than 9 bullets, that ain't for no regular person, man.
But that's most weapons, though.
50 rounds, that's wartime, bro.
No. What I'm telling you is your basic semi-automatic weapon, you can fasten a 50-round bullet on that. And even now, 50-round drum on that. And even now, they have something called. It shouldn't be available to the regular public, is what I'm saying, the general public. Right. And then even now, they even have something called a binary gun, right? Where you take your basic 9mm round pistol, right? It shoots, you pull the trigger, it shoots twice. Bang, bang. You release the trigger forward, it'll shoot again as you're releasing the trigger. Bang. So like there's so many iterations of this stuff. I think gun control, I don't see how it sensibly stops any of this stuff. I just think it's mental illness.
It can.
And we don't.
Let me tell you something. It just like they can flag. If I have a felony, I can go and try to buy a gun. It comes up. I don't care if they got privacy for medical and all that stuff. If they set the system up where it flags for people with mental issues, have that in their profile, and that's on a federal database, it will show when these folks run their information, just like anybody with a felony. And if they can do it, the technology is there, and then they can do that. And yes, they can. Yes, they can.
No, they can't because of HIPAA, bro. They can't do that because of HIPAA. They cannot do that.
The technology is there to be done. If you can do it with felonies, you can do it with people with mental cases because they're forced the doctors to put their information to a database.
Right.
But there's all this privacy about this and privacy about
man, bump that bull crap. They can't listen. And you're assuming that all these people.
I don't believe that.
But that's a law.
They want to.
No, they can't. It's a law. It's literally a law.
We're talking different. That's what I'm saying. I said the technology is there. You talking about the law. I know the law is against it, but the technology is there, so we can do it. It's that they don't want to
because of the law.
Man, that doesn't change the fact that the capability is there, bro.
But Cintos, when they start stepping, listen.
You're into technology. You know that the capability is there. That's what I'm saying. The capability is there. Okay, then we don't have anything to argue about. You talking about the law? Forget the law. I already know.
What do you mean? You don't want them taking your right? Yeah, but you don't want them taking your rights away, Cintos. That's the problem with that.
Listen, I don't have rights. I don't give a crap. Let me tell you.
What do you mean you don't have rights? You don't want your rights?
Listen. What you and I are debating about is really
no. I'm not debating. I'm just trying to get to the. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
Listen, bro. I'm not refuting the fact that the law is there. I know it's there. But I'm saying they have the capability to do what I was saying to do. But they don't want to.
They can't.
That's irrelevant of the law.
It's illegal.
You sound muffled.
It's literally illegal. It's illegal. They can't.
Something wrong with your phone, man. You sound like you're under the
Pittsburgh.
blankets. About 5 or 6 of
Hold
them.
on.
There you go. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
They can't do it though, since it's illegal. They're removing your rights away. So that's the issue with that. Like I was interested just to hear what anybody who had anything about the gun control. I don't want to get too deep into that. We go back to
because well, I know about the law and all that, but I'm speaking of irrefutable of the law. I mean, we have the capability. Somebody saying we don't have the capability, that's a lie. We do have the technology and the capability to make it happen, but the law prevents that from happening. I know that. We know that. That doesn't mean it's right.
But that's no different than stop and frisk that they had in New York City. When they had to stop and frisk, they was running around, grabbing up any black person that they saw, a brown person, and frisk them. Even though they knew it was illegal and that was against those people's moral rights, they did it any fucking ways. So just because they do stuff doesn't mean that they're going to do it in the manner and the way that you think that they're going to do it. So you got to be careful giving these people this kind of power.
In various places, they still doing it.
Right. But they're not doing it on that level. Even though they knew the shit was wrong.
You have your license or any ID on you? I need to see your license ID or whatever. Man, bump that bull crap. Broke no law. They do whatever. Man, they do whatever's gonna benefit them, man.
Not in that way, Mr. Santos. They're not doing.
That doesn't mean that it's legal, but they do it. They got thousands of videos on YouTube every day showing where these cops are breaking the law with that bull crap. But they do it anyway.
Okay. All right. Hey, what about those undercards? What you thought about the undercards that was on that fight, Santos? Did you catch any of those, or did you get in there in time to see the undercards on that Saturday, that fight that you went to?
I saw. Hold on. Preliminary or undercards?
No, the undercards, the Colbert, the Colbert fight.
Okay, I thought that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I feel that he lost that fight. The fight that I witnessed and saw with my own eyes, I didn't feel like he did enough to win that fight. I think he made the fight close, but I think the knockdown should have prevailed and gave Arroyo the victory. Worst case scenario, I thought it should have been a draw. Worst case scenario. But again, I have to disclose the fact that I did not score the fight like I did the Plant and Benavidez fight. I was just looking with my eyes.
What about you, Steph? What you saying? How did you see that fight?
Yeah, I thought Rayo won, but when I heard what everyone else heard, which Colbert won, I was like, shit. I was like, I guess they thought Rayo didn't finish him off. He was still there for competition, I guess. That's how they saw it. But I did think Rayo won. I thought he won the fight. I thought he
right side backstage. He got a message in here. Is that late, or am I old with that? Or hey, Kyle, sure. check backstage, if you can. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I missed it. I dropped the fuck. I didn't hear the damn sound.
Shit, it's all good. Shout to right side though. Yeah, I thought Rayo won, man. I saw what he was doing because he was timid from his last fight. You remember he got knocked out by Edwin De Los Santos. So he was letting the fight come to him. And I guess all of that effective aggression and what seemed like the judges for Colbert thought it was effective punching, they gave it to him. But I'm not like outraged, kind of how like the general mass is. Like, oh, Robert, I'm like, nah. If anything, man, they should run it back. They should run that back.
So, okay, so cool. So neither one of y'all see like it was an outright one guy.
Yeah, oh boy,
that was close.
He changed his statement after he was in the ring. He'll run it back, but then in his post fight interview, I'm not giving him a rematch. I mean, I'm going back down to 130. He said because he's a sore loser. He said if he had took his loss like a man, I would have gave him a rematch. Now he don't want to go through what he went through with him again. That's what that is.
Yeah.
You got a chance to make some money. You feel that confident in your abilities and what you did, you'll run it back.
Yeah, I never get guys who complain about fights and then they get a chance to do the rematch and they just don't they don't do it. I lose respect for them when they do shit like that.
Yeah, but you know what his problem is actually? Talking about Colbert. See, he is so far up his ass, he can't take the truth, man, because he is talented. He should go to someone who can help him exhibit more of his skill set and get him to winning ways with losses on the way. But it's just, when I said he was hot and cold earlier, Cinto, like I never know what he's gonna do. I never know what that guy's gonna do. But more than likely, probably get his ass whipped. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. He did some nice things on the inside. Yeah, like you said, he fought back tremendously. He kept his jab pumping. Like he listened to his corner. They kept telling him, pump your jab, because that's going to help you. And I think, if I could speak for him, gave him confidence. But when Rayo would come forward with his effective aggression and really good punch placement, aka power punches, he did the right thing, man. He did the right thing. But it was kind of, I don't know. Like Cinto, when you were watching it, like the ebb and flow was kind of odd, right? Like I said, like he knocked him down and like didn't finish the job.
Hey, what you say, Steph? My bad. I was reading what Deuce Times was saying.
I was saying that like when you were watching it, it was kind of odd, right? Like I was just saying, like the ebb and flow of that match. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. It was crazy. It was a good fight though. Hey, Deuce Times, I'm gonna put my cell number in the chat, man, and just hit me up on the personal end, right? About those cherries, because I've been thinking about getting me some cherries too, but they ain't really my color. But I know that's your color, bro. But with the right Italian straight. But yeah, hit me up, man. I'm gonna put that in there right now. I'm gonna skip over to the other platform. Put that in.
That's funny. Real funny, dog.
Hey, and another news, man. Y'all seen we blew some shit up over there in Yemen, man. Like a day or two ago, man, blew some shit up. They supposedly had some kind of bombs or something go off, and we had an airstrike on somebody else there in retaliation to that.
You said in Yemen?
Just like that in between land that they don't really have bases that they pass in between Syria and all that shit. So they always have conflicts over there because it's not any other way around. They have a lot of naval bases. They got a lot of bases for it. We got bases there, so they choose not to take that path. It's an easier path for them to take. So they always got conflict. In some kind of way, I think
I'm back. 2
Americans got killed.
Sidebar, remember like 2 years ago when gosh, I forgot where they were, but like the country was fucking going to shit, dude, and they had to get all those Americans out. And they're like literally those planes were flying out of there, man. Do you remember that? It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was Cuba with Havana Central. I think that's what you're talking about.
No. This was over there. This is Middle East. Gosh, what was that? What? Like literally, man, they were leaving so fast. They were leaving supplies. They were leaving shit. They were getting the fuck out of there.
Oh, you talking about them pulling out? When they pulled out of, was it Iraq? It was the last place we pulled out. We pulled out and left all that stuff behind. And it seemed like they just did it haphazardly. Yeah. That was supposed to be. They had a drop. They actually had a date that they were supposed to pull out. They were pulling out of the last war that they had. They had a date they were supposed to pull out. Yeah, and then the way they left is like, wait a minute, what the fuck are we doing? Like that shit looked crazy, man. Like we got worse with military, man. It seems like we should be more organized and better. And it's like, what the fuck are these guys doing, man? That's running this shit. It's not the military personnel on the ground. It's the motherfuckers in charge. Like, the fuck are they doing, man?
Now, what they're doing is like they lie to people, man. They lie to everybody.
Yeah, and then like, how are we just dropping bombs casually in other countries, and we're not, the president doesn't have to go to Congress to get authorization anymore? It's fucking nuts, man.
Oh shit! Gotta protect ourselves. Protect yourself at all times.
Yeah, man. Hey, we got some upcoming fights coming up. Guess someone else looking forward to here.
Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko on May 20th. With a nice undercard, in my opinion. I like it a lot, Pittsburgh, and you know me. I'm a top-ranked pest. But I love the card. I actually love the card. I like it because of the mixture. You get a little variety, and I'm familiar with some names on it. But I like it, man. And Devin Haney should win in fashion. He's gonna have to earn it, but he should win in fashion, man. Hopefully he gets a stoppage. I kind of see him stopping Vasily Lomachenko. I think I might choose that.
Where's that fight going to be at, Steph? Is that in Vegas too?
I'm actually, yeah, that's in Vegas, actually. I believe so. It's on pay-per-view, actually. $60. $59.99. Shout out to Devin Haney, man. I'm actually really happy for him. He gets that.
Hey, when is that fight with him and Lomachenko?
May 20th.
That's right. I forgot. I know it's next month.
Las Vegas.
Just left Vegas.
Gosh.
The tickets ought to be on. Have they gone? No, they probably ain't on sale yet.
I'm not sure where they're going to do it, though. I already forgot or can't remember.
Man, I'll take that trip back out there for Hayden. Oh, man, that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think I ever been to a top ranked fight. Now that I think about it.
Dang, man. That sounds tempting, right? But like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been saying this for a while now. I'm really saving all my bones for big fish, man.
Yeah. Did y'all hear what I was saying? Did y'all hear what I was saying when I talked to Espinoza about that?
Yeah. But like, on the real, yeah, I'm really just wanting to see my favorite fighter, and I want to go all out for that. Go all out. But like, man, Devin Haney's actually, I might pull up for that, man. Either that or like, hopefully I can convince Kyle for a like a fight party or something. Like we'll all watch it together. Like I'll come up there or they come down here. We should all watch that fight together. But like being there would be dope, man. Gotta support Dev, man. Gotta support Dev. I want to support Dev, man. I want to support Dev like support those super chats. What you got these turquoise Nikes on? Kyle?
Kyle just stole the shoes up. Told me to put them up.
Tiffany's. They ain't for the fellas. Unless you want. I mean, you can get that if you want, but I wouldn't wear them. But they got different ones. They got they got the turquoise with the black Nike on them too. They got all, man, so many. I didn't know it was so many, man, until recently. Oh, let me tell y'all how I got the plug. I had to dig deep in the abyss a few times to get that plug. So it was another one of those Centos situations. But it worked. They held out on me for a minute. They held out until round 4. They said, okay, here you go. You connected now. Well, I had to work for it, man.
But listen to me now. I want those Roger Federers. I'm going to be playing tennis, We playing tennis this summer.
Is that guy still playing? Is he still playing?
No. I just want the shoe for style.
Oh, you just want the shoe?
Hey, send me a picture. Send me a picture of the shoe you're talking about, cause I ain't no real sneakerhead, but I can read right, and I can smoke my dad's pipe. But you send me a picture and make sure I get the order right.
Yeah. I want these so I can ball in them, play in them.
Hey, Cal, I just sent you a link. Did you put them J's up for me, Cal? I got 3 pair of J's on my sale, man. They all black. 1s, 9s, and 11s. Like I said, they fit too tight, man. And so I'm gonna. You know what? My cool grays that I got a little over a year ago, they fit tight too, man. But I don't wear them that often because of that. And now I realize I just need to get I didn't have the connection then though, but now I realize I need to just get 12 and a halves for me. So whatever size you wear. Now what I do is before we exchange any monies or anything like that, you know, I make sure everything is, you know, the order is can be filled properly with the right size and the availability, all that stuff, you know, and then we go from there.
Hit you with that Cash App or that Zelle.
Yeah, we'll work all that. I gotta get me a little money system going.
Hey, have y'all?
Yeah, I got Zelle. I don't really mess with Cash App because of, you know, there's a difference between black folks and them ends, and I don't like messing with the ends too much. You know, I like my black people, but them ends around my way that I'm kin to. They get on my nerves. I don't do Cash App because of them.
Them
You already know.
Yeah,
but hey, Cal, if you can, there's a link I put. I don't know if I probably can't do it. I don't know, but I gave you a link for them J's, them 11s that I got coming.
Yeah, I can't do that right now.
I bought 4 pair this time. The 3 that I bought before and this other pair, man, them some guns. I've spotted them at the last minute.
So is that like a StockX? Is that like from StockX?
They said they were available. There's a pair of Nikes Air Force Ones. I've seen a picture of them, but I can't find them joints, man. None of the contacts have them, and I can't even find them on the Nike website. So I'm tripping. I want them joints. Well, I don't want them. My son wants them. I sold them to him about 2 weeks ago.
See.
But it's so many different sneakers out there, man. I didn't know. See, sneakerheads knows all that stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, did y'all see Tiger Woods' son on another note playing recently, man?
No, you know, I don't be watching television like that. What happened?
His son is, man, I don't know how old he is, man, but that's a young boy right there.
Hey, Pittsburgh, I saw you try to call me, bro. I was asleep, bro.
Oh, no, I figured as much. Because I start a little bit earlier.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you got a normal schedule.
Nah, it's long. I got a long ass working day.
I know it.
Day
started early though.
Not fucking. Yeah, my day is literally all fucking night. Start right when the sun go down and come back when it go up.
I'm eating salary right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, man. Tiger's son, man, he look good, man. I don't know how old that young boy is.
He's almost 15. I think he's like 13, 14.
Yeah, man, that's
y'all talking about
something else.
Y'all talking about Tiger's son or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, his son. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's playing with him on the course recently. Go look at the clips on YouTube. Just type in Tiger Woods. You'll see him playing with his son. He's making some hella fire shots, man. I mean, when Tiger Woods came in, he was kicking everybody's ass from the beginning, man. That dude was just something special, man. Beating the hell out of people, man. It wasn't even close.
It was bad period.
Kicking their ass.
Serena's already started training her daughter in tennis.
Oh, okay. More power to them, man. That's what they got to offer, and that's what they got to give. If the kid takes up to it, then more power to them. People get what they got.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. These kids are in a hell of a position. If it's something they want, they enjoy doing, and they want to do, it's awesome because they're learning from the best.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing, man. Can't have a better teacher than somebody that's done it on the highest level like that and been successful with it. I mean, there's other teachers out there that can make it great, but I'm just saying that's a hell of a way to learn. They'll teach you to have that passion, that killer instinct, and all that. If you want it, it's there.
And they're actually catching their parents while they're still like on the back. They're on the back end of doing it, but they're still doing it. So they get the professionalism in it, like the whole upper level. Like it's not a mystery to them when they actually get into doing it.
Right. They'll know how to handle the whole landscape of everything, the media, the fam, the craziness, and all the craziness of the schedule, all that. They'll learn how to deal with that at an early age before they even get there.
Well, that's why Tiger played with his son. So his son was on the golf course with him. So he kind of introduced him into all the nonsense that he would have to deal with at that, once he gets ramped up a little bit. Because his daddy got all the attention from the beginning, and them two together, like it's probably nuts out on the courses. I can only imagine. And it's going to be the same thing with LeBron's son when he finally roll up into the league, where his dad's going to try to buffer some of that attention away from him and try to coach him through some of that stuff.
It's probably like it's like boxers, man. They bring their sons and daughters to the gym at an early age, and they want to emulate what they see their parent doing. Some of them, not all the kids, but that's a great thing, man.
I mean, it's a good thing. It's just a message to all of us. Like your kids are watching you, they try to take some of your good and your bad with you. So you just got to be careful what you're showing. They're gonna try to mimic some of that stuff. And it's a good thing that they're actually willing to listen. Because a lot of these kids from these parents that are super successful in sports don't take it. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm about to lay it down, right? But y'all can stay on as long as y'all can.
Oh man, you ain't even put them J's up for me, man.
I can't, nigga. I told you I couldn't do it.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, your ass won't listen. You too busy talking.
Okay.
Stop that ass, nigga.
Well, I mean, a hustle's a hustle. I just happen to, I'm just a little. I'm getting closer to Sosa, man.
But
Once I get to Sosa, man, it'd be even better.
I appreciate y'all boys holding it down, man. Y'all keep holding it down as long as y'all can. You know what I mean?
Man, I think you need to just stay up, man, and sleep in between putting people on, man.
Since I was your old ass knew how to fucking work a goddamn phone.
I mean, hey, we all got our talents. We all have our talents.
You need to perfect yours, nigga.
Hey, man, I'm gonna have to start coming out your way pretty soon.
I hope you do. You got that nurse out here.
Yeah. She ready to come to work. Probably the middle of next month.
All right, y'all.
I'm gonna start coming out that way every now and then just to.
All right, Cal. I think Steph over there. Steph, you out that way too, ain't it? Ain't you over there on Cali side? Steph over there too.
Oh yeah, I had to hit him up.
Yeah, Steph over there too.
How far are you from the Bay? From Oakland, Steph? Oh,
my bad. What's up?
How far are you from Oakland?
Oh man, shoot, 8 hours.
Oh no, we ain't gonna see each other then.
No, but you can get on a plane though, Santos, man. It's probably like $100 flight, man. You go plane, dog. You got to drive 8 hours.
But I'm gonna be flying into Oakland. I'm gonna go over there and tickle that girl fancy, man, and holler at Cal for a minute, and then I'm out. I ain't gonna be having no rentals, and old girl ain't gonna want to drive no 8 hours.
No. But Steph, what major city you next to, Steph? What?
I'm in LA.
Steph understand, man.
I'm in LA.
Oh, see, there you go. Yeah, you're going to fly into LA probably anyways.
I'm missing some of the conversation. My audio screwed up.
Wait, Steph in LA.
Oh, you're in LA? Oh, that's different. No, I'm flying in
Yeah.
Oakland. I ain't flying in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whole different.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He's in LA.
Yeah, SoCal.
You know, Shelton Moore, him and his wife, they getting ready to move to Vegas.
I know. I'm familiar. It's pretty cool.
Vegas is nice, man. I love Vegas, man. I like Vegas a lot, man. That's a nice place, man. You can move around and get to places. That's a nice location. I like that area out on the outstretches of it. So many things to do. And you get in the car and drive nice places, man. Those are nice drives, scenic drives like California and up and around.
Hey, he already making connections and everything. Before he moved there, you know, he and I were hanging out over the weekend, you know, and I had to do it. I didn't have to, but he talked me into it. I sit in on a timeshare presentation. I don't need timeshares. I got plenty, but I did do an upgrade. They got me, but I did it for various reasons. It made business sense to me. But because I had one timeshare, I couldn't really benefit from because they sold us a bogus package. So I upgraded. Now I can use it. But anyway, shouldn't. Damn, I choked on this piece of salad, man. God, oh.
Man down.
Yeah, man. Man. So yeah, that was a little scary there. But you know how old people get a little choke, he trying to be cool at the same time. Right, choke. That's where it was. But
yeah. Wait. I'm an asshole, dude. I'll laugh at somebody like fall off a bike or something. Yeah, that's me. But I'll be like, you all right? You're like, fuck, man, you fucking busted some ass. Oh, you're down. Oh, you're dying. My bad.
hey, I'm that dude that when we're at church, somebody fall or something like that, they better be hurt. If they ain't hurt, I'm laughing like. Hey, as soon as I find out, when I find out what that serious, they all right. You all right? You okay? Really? Man, what was you doing? What was you the whole sentiment changed. You know what I'm saying? Then
Right,
like, cause I even laugh at myself though. Like if I'm doing something at church, you know, in front of the you know, the service, you know, when I slip and trip, I almost fall or something. I laugh at myself, man. It's funny to me.
Right.
As long as I don't hurt myself, I'm good, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
too.
man, you gotta have fun. Life ain't that serious, man. You gotta have some fun around here, man.
Right.
You gotta be able. If you can't laugh at yourself, man, you got real problems, man.
Absolutely,
you might be one of the middle people. If you can't laugh at yourself and have people pick at you, you might have real middle problems going on.
Right. Man, I couldn't. I mean, I that's just part of my nature, man. That's who I am, you know. And look, for the record, man, I ain't been trying to go to church lately. I'm saying like I'm trying to get all my sins out, man, with these women.
Damn.
And if the Lord's willing and I live long enough, I'll get back in church. But I'm not in a hurry right now, Lord. I've been deprived, neglected for a lot of years, you know, the last 10, 12 years. So I'm trying to make up for some lost time. It may not be a real makeup, but I'm trying to enjoy myself.
He said deprived and neglected.
I'm trying to get it. But you know what? Wow. I'm not doing as much as people think I am. I could, but I'm not. I'm moving back a little bit more than I should. But at the same time, I'm still having a ball, though.
You're a mad dog.
I could be. I could be. More than you know. Man, look. Honest to God, man, I do more evading of these of being, you know, physical with these females than man, if I didn't evade them as much as I do.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a different chick every day of the week, man. But I ain't got time for all that. But I love talking stuff. And I love flirting. And I love having to, you know, I love listening to them make me feel good. That's where I put it. I think
Yeah,
they
me
just
too.
trying to make me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Half the time.
I like that. Yeah, because men like women who like them. The best.
Mm-hmm.
The best. Those are the
Hey,
chicks. Those are the
hey.
women.
Cal was asking me about an old gal that I had hanging out with me a lot earlier.
Right. Oh yeah. Right.
And
Right.
the deal is, she used to leave all kinds of stuff in my crib, right? When she come,
Mm-hmm.
I packed all her stuff up about a week ago, took it to her. So then, reality kind of hit her. She been trying to play all hard and stuff, until I took her stuff to her. So she's like, darn, she don't see the opportunity for her to, for me to allow her to be coming around. You know what I'm saying? So it really hit home when I did that. Other than that, she was trying to play hard, but lately here she been trying to get in what she fit in, begging the brother, let her spend some time with him and all that type of thing. And today she called me and let me know. She said she want to know if I can. Well, she want to say she's my girlfriend. I said I don't. You can't have that title. And so she been messing with me about that. Come on, please say it. But you never let me have. You never told me exactly what we were to each other. You just always just said we're kicking it, whatever. And I've said okay, that was what it was. But anyway, so she kept insisting that she was my girlfriend. Want to hear me say she's my girlfriend. I said nah, I ain't gonna do that. I said I don't say stuff if I don't mean it. And then I was coming in off my flight Monday from Vegas. And I let her know I touched down because she was worried me about, letting her know that I made it all right, safer. And she said something about your girlfriend. Really appreciate you letting her know this, that, and that. And I typed back honorary. So I put the honorary girlfriend title on it. So she
The
hit me up
honorary
today.
girlfriend.
Yeah, she hit me up today and said, can your honorary girlfriend have some honorary benefits?
Damn.
I said, what you mean?
She
I want to
asked.
spell out, because truth to be told, it's been a few weeks for me too. Now for her, I don't know how long it's been for her. She claims she ain't doing nothing, but I know her and I hadn't done anything in a little bit over a month.
Okay.
But that's her and I.
Right.
Now, I had to put some work in with somebody else because I was trying to get that connection.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't done nothing since I got the connection. You know what I'm saying? It's been a few weeks. So anyway, we went back and forth about us. I just wanted to make sure. Now I'm cool with having relations with her like that, because we have good rounds, with each other. It's good. But I don't want her to see. I can get down with a female, and it don't mean anything. It don't change the status of where we are before we do that. If you get what I'm saying. And I want to make sure she understood that and make sure there ain't gonna be no problems if we do that. And because at one time she said if she couldn't have all of me, she didn't want none of me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I understand, because I was telling her we I would like for us to be at least cordial with one another.
That was a
And so,
test.
That
was a test.
Yeah.
That was
So I left it alone, after that. But now she called back, want to know if she can get a little something. How about she drove an hour and a half to come get a little Bobby souffle? She came to get a little Bobby souffle today, driving an hour and a half. Cause I told her, I said, I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be busy this week.
It's funny because like women, when they throw those tests out there, right, and I love it too because like they only have. Well, I don't want to say they only have that, but like they only flaunt that pussy around, and it's like, well, wait a minute, hold on here. You're gonna have to do a lot more.
a lot more. A lot more. So I always laugh at that. Because that comes with the package.
Stage, man. Hey, you gotta hit Cal up, Pews. He just laid down. My bag, Steph. He just laid down, but hit Cal up, see if you can wake him up before he gets too deep in his sleep.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah,
He's not
maybe
even here.
Maybe DJ listening. Yeah, DJ might be able to let him in. Hey, did anyone of y'all see that John Wick? Y'all see the new John Wick movie?
I haven't, but I'm planning to check it out eventually.
Wait, it's out?
It's pretty good.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. It just came out this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. John Wick, I think it's 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to that.
Hey man, who doesn't like stuff being shot, blowed up? You know, a little bit of action involved. Like, man, that's what we're here for.
Wait a minute, say that again, Pittsburgh.
I said, who doesn't like a good movie with some stuff blowed up and shot and good a little bit of suspense, man? Who don't like the action, man? What dude doesn't like that kind of stuff, man? That's what we're here for. We don't get many movies like that. And they put a lot of money in his movies too, man. Keanu Reeves, he get a lot of money thrown to his stuff, man. Especially those. People just watch those just to see what weapons he's using, really.
Mm-hmm.
And try to figure out what weapons. But they pump a lot of movie in that John Wick, the 007 series that we just got. What say now?
I remember he wasn't even when he was younger, man. They didn't even take him serious, man.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
And then all of a sudden, man, he got that speed and that speed movie. I think is what kind of took off.
Was that before the Matrix? Was that before the Matrix?
Yeah, it was before Matrix. Yeah, you know that was him and your girl with her fine stuff. What's her name?
That was after Point Break when he did Speed.
Yeah, I forgot about Point Break. Yeah, but what's the girl's name? She's the brunette that's cute. She was driving the bus in that movie Speed.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
She went on to do some great things in the theater field as well. Darren, I can't think of his name. I want to poke her too, man. I know. I'm just saying she was one I did want to poke. What is her name? I can't even think of her name right now. That's crazy.
Do you remember Keanu Reeves?
She played in Miss Congeniality. However you say it.
Yeah.
But what you say?
Somebody put it in the chat.
Hey, Julia Roberts?
No, Julia, what they playing together? I forget.
Miss Congeniality, though. Reese Witherspoon?
No, that wasn't Julia Roberts. That was a chick. The chick I'm talking about that played in Speed, the brunette. There she fine too. She used to be married to cars or motorcycles or something. He used to build motorcycles in wild cars.
Best Usually said it. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Best Visually said it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Jesse James woman.
Jesse James. Yeah.
That's the motorcycle dude, right? That's that motorcycle dude.
Yeah.
They got them crazy ass motorcycles. So that crazy ass money, man.
Fucking But do you guys remember Keanu Reeves and Dracula with Gary Oldman?
Yeah, that's
Winona Ryder.
It's ever since then, man, he took off, man. He been doing it. He been doing it he been doing them franchises, man.
But they don't really make like as many movies as they used to no more since those. Though that's the other problem. Like they don't make as many movies now since we got this Netflix thing. They do more like series of TV shows. They don't like pump a whole bunch of money in movies like that no more. It's got to be like usually like a series of stuff. Like You know, the Star Wars, the John Wick,
Avatar,
007s, that kind of stuff. Like
that's because like streaming killed like DVDs.
Yeah,
to do with it. That's what I was about to say too, Steph.
Yeah.
So we get because they got fools like me sitting there clicking that button at home. Click, click. Look, I was hanging out in I can't say what city because it might. I refuse to answer questions because it might incriminate me. I don't know if y'all ever.
Yeah. That's Mr. Turner. That's Mr. Turner.
Yeah.
Turner. Yeah,
I
DUI,
love that video. I was watching
video.
that joint the other day, man. I love that.
He knows his rights. He knows his rights.
He did. Drunk or not, he doing it. Put your cuffs on me, God dog. I'm tired of all this. Did you
said
she
did put in my lap.
Yeah.
He said shit. The chisel my physical. Oh my God, that shit's hilarious.
But I know I wasn't driving, God dog.
Yeah.
But anyway, I won't say what
they played him, man. They played him. They tried to incriminate him with like insult or something. That was fucked up.
Yeah, assault. Yeah, but I won't say the city because it might incriminate me. You understand on the social status of things for me. But I was hanging out and
was it an all black city?
No, I'm done. I ain't gonna say it. You already know the answer when you say that. But anyway, I went to the movies, man. I had already seen Creed at home, right? But I went to the movies because the other party that I was hanging out with wanted to see Creed. So we went. You know, they had. You know, I got the nice seats nowadays in the theaters.
Nice.
I got educated. The movie that was the showing that was sold out that everybody was trying to get into. I guess it was in the IMAX or something. It was on a screen that shows it a different way or something. My friend was trying to tell me, but we saw it on a regular screen.
Yeah, they got 4D now. Since they got 4D now.
Relaxing recliners and all that, but it wasn't a special type of showing. I forget what it's called. They told me. I forget. I didn't know they were. I knew about the IMAX and all that, but I didn't know they had this other thing going at the theater.
Yeah, they got 4D where the seat and everything start moving. Like the seat starts moving
or something like that. Details are greater and all that kind of thing. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, it's 4D. It's 4D. 4D? Yeah, because the chair moves. Yeah, the chair moves and it makes noises and you feel the air from whatever's going on, all that, and you got the glasses on.
Well, that's like IMAX. That's like an IMAX thing, isn't it?
I think it's IMAX mostly, but I don't know because it's a rumor now that Amazon is going to buy AMC. So we'll see if that's true or not.
Oh, is that right?
So they just released that news today in business news. So if Amazon buy AMC, man, watch out.
If they announce it's about to happen, then the only thing it'll be something major that'll stop it. But apparently they've already dotted I's and crossed T's, and they usually don't announce something unless it's about to go down.
Well, it's two things with it. Like
actually happen.
Right? Like it's once they get to the business part of it, they trying to make it happen. The other part of it is once they announce it, the FTC can block mergers. And they've been blocking like stupid mergers lately. I don't understand. Like they just block dumb shit. Like they're blocking Amazon from buying iRobot. Like who gives a shit if they buy iRobot? But they're blocking it. And usually they block it when it's like a monopoly or some shit like that. That's usually when they block it. But they're just blocking like dumbass mergers. So I don't even know if they announce it, if they'll be able to do it with whoever's running the FTC right now because they just blocking dumb shit. Like it just don't. Yeah. I don't get what the fuck they doing. And you don't really see that many companies. Yeah, you can tell it's kind of silly because you don't see a lot of private companies going public this year. Like the last the 2 years before, previous to this, a lot of companies were going public. A lot of them, not that many now.
Yeah, I agree. crazy. It was some companies that was trying to do a giant merger a few years ago, and I think it was might have been in the telecommunications business. Industry. They were trying to merge and they stopped it.
Microsoft and Activision that was last year. Microsoft and Activision.
This was a few years ago. Oh, I didn't know they stopped that one. I thought that went down. I thought it was already done.
It still hasn't been approved yet. Okay. They've been trying to merge since last year.
Yeah, I remember hearing some chatter about it.
Yeah, they've been trying to.
I don't keep up with it like you do. I wish I need to get to that point though. I know once I get hey Pittsburgh, we hadn't talked in a minute, man. You know I'm buying a new truck, bro.
Oh, are you? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I got
that's a good deal.
I got a new truck. It'll be here within a week or two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be, it's being outfitted with the box and all that stuff. And right now I'm trying to decide if I want to take those old powder white rims off of it and put some bright aluminum wheels, the Alcoa type wheels.
Oh yeah.
Well, I gotta decide. I have decided I'm going to, because the mirrors are chrome. So why wouldn't I want the high polished rims? I want them at first just for the the brightened look, and plus it looked like Cento.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, I gotta go with them now because the mirrors are not black. They're chrome. So I'm getting a Mack truck, man, a Mack box truck. 135. They expensive as crap now. I was about to buy one last year. They priced it to me for 116, which was higher than what they used to be. You used to be able to get a new outfitted 26-foot box truck for about $90,000 with the lift gate and all that. And they went to last year our price was like 116. But then I got arrested in my living room, and I had to go to the clink for a few hours. And I got a divorce. So that postponed all that.
Yeah.
And a year later, I'm paying another 20-something thousand, man, for the truck. But it's okay.
Yeah, but it's
gonna pay for itself.
That's your own power, man. That's the Fed and inflation and all that. Like that's
yeah.
They trying to. They kind of curving it down some, man. But it's a slow. It didn't roll down its heel, and they trying to slow it down at this point, man. That shit. Man, stuff is just high. Everything is just. Some of the commodities will come down, like lumber, steel. Some of it's coming down, but some other things are just ridiculously high. And then some of it is just like they've got you to pay these prices. So why the hell would they break them down unless they're forced to break them down?
Yeah.
So that's the other part of it. Some component, and a lot of those components of it is cheap. Some special parts of it isn't. Like depending on what type of chip and what it is. Some of that shit is expensive as hell. Some of that stuff is stupid, dog. So, and we haven't really gotten a hold of it because of tariffs, inflation, fucking fuel costs, all kind of shit out there. We got a mess going on with that stuff. Who knows when that's fixed? They be debating that stuff every morning when that's going to be fixed, man. So who knows? Because they clearly don't have a clue.
Yeah, you're right, man. I think they got us by the balls now. They're not going down on most stuff, unless, like you said, if they're forced to.
Yeah, they really can't though. They can go down on some of it, but some of the main components to certain things, they can't. Even at Ukraine war, they make a lot of fertilizer and a lot of wheat over there. So a lot of your bread products come from over there because of the wheat and shit. Certain conflicts create all other kind of problems that we're not even aware of. A lot of your fertilizer and shit come over there. You ever seen F1 on Netflix where they had those race cars and shit? Where they had a Russian car. Russian guy was an oligarch that was sponsoring a car where his son, not this season, but last season, his son was driving the car. That guy made his money off of fertilizer, I believe. And he had enough money to sponsor the car, be the primary sponsor of the car. It's so much of a way that his son was a primary driver for one of those F1 cars, Formula One cars. And that's stupid money right there.
Yeah,
that ain't even no regular race car. That's dumb money right there.
That's a hell of a childhood too.
I'm telling you. And he was fucking up, and the guy who was the race chief was in a bad spot because he couldn't really type into him. And he was they had two cars. I don't know if y'all know how it worked, but they got two cars. They got the primary driver and they got a secondary driver. So the primary driver obviously was the dude's son, and he was fucking up. And then he would complain after the race over, he was like, "Man, I want my car to run like the other car." Like what? The guy was trying to tiptoe. He couldn't tell him he was fucking sorry. He didn't want to piss him off, but like you said, that's a hell of a childhood. Your daddy got that kind of buddy. He came from that all his money came from that fertilizer stuff. So I mean, that's just how much they supply of that, and they got that. The gas line come from Europe, come from Russia, if I'm not mistaken. So all that stuff kind of interconnected. Should start coming down over the summer though. A lot of stuff should start changing. Hopefully, we'll see. Hey, Santos, did the house prices by you start going down yet or no? Not really.
No, they hadn't started going down in my area yet. Well, they might have slightly went down. I think they slightly went down, but not a lot. I mean, they went down. So the decrease is so minor, you can't really tell.
Yeah, that's probably everywhere. Steph probably home prices are probably stupid though.
Yeah.
Steph probably got the worst house price deal by LA. His house price is probably insane. It's probably ridiculous what you got to pay for a house over LA.
But them interest rates have affected a lot of sales and stuff though. But people, they still buying homes like they renting and the retail of homes and the renting of real estate still high, man, in my area. Still hot, rather. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to stop, though. But we'll see. Because they're still building them like crazy. And they're still forecasting out to build them out. So
I got people that want to buy my mother's property right now. I already made offers and everything, but because of my brother, I told my sister, let my brother know until I die, he ain't gonna reap what he think off my mom's crib. He's still living there. He don't got out of jail and he went move back in there. Until he move out, I'm not making no move on selling it. He's trying to come up off moms who he disrespected for years and didn't do anything for. And sister too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold the whole process up. They're gonna have to bury me before they can do anything with the property. Unless they go ahead and get in line and do what we agreed upon in the beginning, and which is in line with what my mother wants done. Until they agree to that, I'm not getting up off of it, man. I'm not signing off.
That's the way most people get wealth in this country, especially middle class, is real estate and compound interest. Those are two ways that the regular man can make money. I mean, really make his money.
The things that my mother want done is mostly to benefit his grandkids and my sister's grandkids.
Yeah.
But they worried about their own pockets, especially him. He got some friends of his don't got in his ear and don't mess the whole thing up. So still, I'll let the house fall in on them first. The house gonna have to be torn down regardless.
You can let it fall in on them.
Well, it don't have to be torn down to get the money right now. I can get the money. I can get money for the property right now. But I'd rather tear down and build 2 houses on it and retail them.
Yeah. The property ain't going nowhere no matter what. You're gonna get your buddy. Exactly. You're gonna get money out of that no matter what. And you gotta have a place to stay, so you don't really lose property like that. Yep. The problem is like now when you trying to initially buy the house and you need 10% of $500,000 and $600,000 to get into a house, that becomes the issue for most people. That's a hefty down payment. Or you trying to finance 100% of the loan, which that's not even good either. Because now you financing all this money, and now you have to get a 30-year mortgage, and you trapped into it where you could barely make it, which ain't good either.
Well,
so I mean,
you know, and this, my mother, you know, live in the inner city, not far from downtown Nashville, and you know, it's gentrified in her neighborhood, so I don't see that property value going down significantly no time soon, unless something super crazy happened with the economy, like it did years ago. And it's still gonna be worth more than what she paid. A hell of a lot more than what she paid for it.
Oh yeah, but that's most houses though. I mean, most houses when you buy them eventually, you can't really even touch that. You could have bought it, paid for it, went into it, took some money out, still be up because the house value went up so much depending on how long you keep it.
Yeah, she did all that. I got 21,000 total invested in that house, you know, but I did it for my mother. I ain't really worried about. But as far as me and the siblings, I got to let them I ain't gonna let them benefit off my off my money. You know, especially they never try to help mom, never try to assist with anything. You know, even when she passed, I had to put some money with it. You know, to bury, but I would do it again. It's not a problem with that. But you know, they don't went out and try to talk bad about me behind my back at one time or another. Both of them. So folks, even though folks know who I am, they know I don't roll. But I told my sister last week, oh boy, I don't care if house fall in for them. I'm not signing off on anything, and I got my own house already. I got a house. I got my business. I'm good. I'm gonna keep working things on my end and make sure my grandkids are straight and my kids. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get y'all together. I'm good.
So you get another driver to work for you when you get that new truck. That's what bring another driver for you.
Get out there until. So I got my other truck. I got my other truck in the shop and get it refurbished basically. And
hey, well, you gotta get with your people's man and change your company over to the S-Corp, bro.
Yeah, I still got
to do taxes, man.
Yeah,
you gotta do that this year.
Yeah.
You need to do that. Yeah, you need to do that this year.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Man.
That's on my list to do this year because I meant to do it last year, but I had so much going on I didn't take time to do it. But it's just a matter of writing that letter too, getting it switched over. So yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah, but if like you really ain't got no time to do it, you could go on like LegalZoom and do it. I mean, it's gonna cost you some money. I mean, it might cost you a couple $100, but it'll be done.
I got Rocket Lawyer.
Yeah, or them too. Yeah.
But see, I had to tell this girl that I'm cool with how to change hers over from a proprietorship to an LLC 2 years ago. So I know you can go out there on this site and you can pull up. And I just do is pretty much write a letter, and I don't want to try to quote the information that I haven't seen in 2 years, but I know it's real simple. And you send that information into the feds, and they switch it over for you. You keep your same EIN number and everything.
Yeah, you got to do it. Like you don't really get the benefit of the LLC that you do the S-Corp. Yeah, especially when you start.
Is my name, my current name right now is the LLC is attached to it, and my logo. Can you hear me? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Yeah, my logo.
Dang, man, Pittsburgh dropped off.
I need to change my logo. LLC needs to say Corp or something like that. But, shoot, you know what, man? I can't even remember how to get into my old logo source to do it.
Oh, man.
That's been some years ago.
What about the email? Like,
well, yeah,
to restart?
I wouldn't worry about the names on trucks that's riding around as much. As long as I got everything else legally docked up. But yeah, I do need to do that. It's better tax protection. I'm gonna get ate up. I haven't filed my taxes yet. I start getting all my stuff together, getting all that. But I'm gonna get 8 up this year. I already know it.
Yeah. Well, you know, tax time comes around. It's nothing to get too excited about.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm not excited at all because I know I'm gonna have to pay.
That and get little back.
I ain't
Get
getting
nothing.
Jack back. They get ready, man. They get ready to hog tie me, man.
Like that, huh?
I don't know. I'm gonna pay them eventually. Every time I get out of debt, I create new debt, man, and a lot of it. Every time. Stepping stones, life learning situations. But the debt that I'm creating right now, most majority of it is business related, and it's investment at the end of the day. Yeah, I want to get me a driver. Eventually, I'm gonna have 2 drivers for starters, but I'm gonna have 1 for right now. It's pretty soon. I'm gonna put an ad out there. Once I get a viable candidate, I'm gonna start training them, and we'll go from there. But a couple of things hinder me from wanting to do it. Put the ad out there right now. I know once I put the ad out there, the possibilities of recruits will come in. But when I do, I have more time to myself, personal time. That is, I'll be able to move around a little bit more. And then, like with these boxing events, I can, instead of waiting till Saturday afternoon to get to these boxing events, I'll be able to come in like on a Thursday or Friday, relax, chill, take in the pre-festivities, pre-fight, enjoy all that, and then go to the fight.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to all that. Plus, I got some traveling I gotta do this summer. Plan to take my grandkids to Disney World this summer.
Nice.
Yeah, I already booked a spot for that. I just gotta buy some tickets and decide if I'm gonna rent something when I get down there or fly down. I mean, whether not to fly down and rent something when I get there or rent something and drive. Because it's gonna be a few of us, and my vehicle's not my Tahoe. I got the short Tahoe, not the long joint. So I need to get I need to make sure whatever space I have, I gotta have some luggage space as well.
Right. That should be a nice trip though. Orlando, Florida, summertime.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool, man.
Try to get some fishing.
I told my son, even though I didn't never take you to Disney World, this will be your opportunity. Him, his kids. Unfortunately, his mother too.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. The grandkids are the glory, and it's a good time. It's a good time, man. It should be a fun time.
I'm gonna enjoy it, man.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing about my youngest grandchild, she's about to be 2 in May. I try to spend time with her, a couple times a week. She's too young to go right now. I'm not gonna take her. I have to take her later. I want her to remember it,
Yeah, she is too young. They would take her when she's like 7 or 8, maybe 9.
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood. Thinking. She's a trip, man. I get her like on most every Thursday. I get her for a few hours, right? Take her to my place. For the first time, she discovered I had steps in my house. I have an upstairs,
That's hilarious.
She was all over those steps, man. She could go up steps with no problem. I'm back down. See, apparently her mom has steps at their house because my son at their house, they don't have steps. Now, I've never thought about her in steps, you know, but she took them steps. As soon as she saw she could run up them steps so quick. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went up and down them like 4 times.
Right.
Then she wanted to go outside and walk around. We had a good little time. My brother came in town Thursday of last week. He was hanging out in Nashville for a minute. And he spent a few hours with me that Thursday. We had a good time. My brother's a mess, man. He is a mess. Very intelligent brother, man, and does well with his finances, and you know, he just does, you know, he does well for himself. Him and his wife, you know, he's a underwriter for an insurance company.
Oh, okay.
And his wife, she does something with that same insurance company, but in a different space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she's on the sales side or something. I forget exactly. Well, yeah, my brother's the best, man.
I got this Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Isaac Dowbe, BC Ramirez going on in the background. It looks pretty decent.
Oh, okay.
I forget Barry Hunter trains Isaac Dowbe.
How many fights have they shared together?
He was there for all of the Navarrete fights, and that was like, shit, man, be like 8 fights ago. No, 6, 7, 8 fights ago.
Was once, maybe like his last fight. I didn't really watch that fight in its whole totality. I think I caught like the tail end of it or something.
Same here. Same here. Fucking Ishmael Silas. Let me text Kyle here and tell him to get ready to shut her down.
Shoot, he might not even wake up, man. I got a feeling Cal be drooling, man, when he sleep. He's probably got some drool coming out of his mouth right now. What do you think? You think he be drooling while he sleep?
Probably. Probably.
Steph.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Steph.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
The joy of living.
What happened?
That's if you thought Cal be drooling in his sleep while he's sleeping.
Yeah. I heard that, and I said, yeah, he probably does.
He looks like a drooler. I can't say now. I be snoring like a something gun, but I think he be drooling now.
I don't think I snore, but I probably do snore.
I do. I heard a recording of me snoring. Now I might not snore every time, but man, I sound like a bear.
Damn.
I got sleep apnea, so I had to I had to do a sleep study. But I had that old girl Cal was asking me about. I had her to record me while I was asleep one time. She recorded about 4 minutes. Man, I just like they said, man, I'm not breathing every time, throughout my entire of sleep. But they put me on CPAP, and I hadn't used it since Friday. No, yeah, Friday night. But I usually use it daily. Well, except for when I go out of town. I had him since I've been back in town. I hadn't even used it. I need to clean it. I'm afraid to use it without cleaning. I'm behind. I should have cleaned it already. I should have did it yesterday. Should have did the day before, but I need to do it when I get home today at least. Yeah. I heard you should clean them daily, but who's doing that? I try to clean mine once a week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Isaac Dogbe.
Salute to the joy of boxing.
Look, Cal. Oh yeah, costume. Get ready to shutter down. Yeah, I just texted him. Fucking Devin Haney. You know what? I'm gonna put that on real fast. Devin Haney.
Oh shoot, man! I just thought about it. Old man's gonna be at work tonight.
Who's that?
Bless his heart. There's an older guy who's Wednesday nights, Friday nights. He be posted up. He works at this store I'm on my way to. It's like he does a little cleaning up there, straightening up and stuff like that for them. And he does a few other things, but that's one of the main things he does for them. And he likes to talk. I like to talk too, but not when I'm working and gotta go. And I'm one of those type of guys. I just can't run, walk off from the in disrespect from my elders when they're trying to talk. So he tends to get a extra 5-10 minutes out of me on the average every night that he's working when I come through there because he wants to talk about different things, especially Trump and the politics in regard to what the Democrats are not doing. Biden is not being who he don't believe that Biden is the guy that's representing to himself to be Biden. He don't believe that's the actual man himself, Biden. He thinks it's a replica, an actor playing that role.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, brainwash. All through Trump's whatever broadcast, whatever way that they're able to listen to Trump, send out his information. Yeah.
Right. I said I got on Devin Haney versus Antonio Moran right now.
Yeah. This one is that's what year was that fight?
Pretty sure this was 2019, like early 2019.
Is that the one? Is that the guy he knocked out?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the gray mat.
Yeah.
With the zone in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like early 2019, I thought.
Yeah, he knocked that dude out bad.
Yeah, he's come a long way, man. He's come a long way.
Who, Devin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. Anyway, I feel that he's an elite fighter for his weight division.
Yeah. Nicely put for his weight division, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think his talents will transfer at 140 as well. And
Oh, they will.
Easily,
His boxing skills will stay with him.
And he's what's that? He'll be top 2 when he gets there. Top 3 easily. Maybe even number 1. Yeah,
I know one thing. I bet not ever hear Colbert come out of his mouth about Shakur.
I think he's better than Shakur.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think Colbert is better than Shakur?
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about Devin.
No, I was talking about Colbert.
Nah, hell no. Stop. Nah. Hell no.
I think Shakur gets hit the least between him and Devin.
Yeah, well, I got Devin over him head to head.
Maybe so because he's naturally bigger, but I just think that I think the defense with Shakur is better.
Yeah, but Devin takes more risk.
That could be the problem. Shakur can hit though, man. He get better than what his record shows.
Yeah, but he doesn't take enough risk, and Devin's footwork is better. Meaning just like he's more athletic.
They're gonna fight too, eventually.
Yeah, it could have been right now, but Shakur fucked up. He fucked up royally. He could have just He could have just told that Brazilian guy he could have just postponed that fight and then said he was gonna move up. And then
what Brazilian guy? The last fight he had?
Yeah. He could have just said, you know what, man, I'm gonna postpone it, then I can't make weight, and moved up. And then forced a title shot.
Oh, you saying he should have came up with a belt already?
Yeah.
He can force it. He can force it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have.
I got you.
He could have. But I get it. Yeah, there's so many. There's just so much shit, man, in boxing. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, see, right now, Moran, he's not throwing enough. Against Devin. But I get it. Devin's really, really quick. He's not there when he is throwing. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Devin Loma, it's going to be good too. It's going to be good. It's going to be as good as it's until finally when Devin starts to bite down and starts to like really start to beat his ass. He starts walking him down. Because when Devin realized that he can hurt him, he's going to be like, all right, fuck this, and start toying with him. Because I think Loma's going to do well, but I don't think Loma can hurt Devin. That's what it is.
Yeah, I figure that's going to give Devin the edge because I don't think Loma's going to be able to hurt him either.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to hit Devin consistently with some great shots because of his boxing acumen and intellect.
And those long arms.
Yeah.
Popping that jab.
Other opponents that he's fought.
Yeah. or he may just really make him look stupid, man. Like just put a fucking like the ass whooping. Like, man, we should have fought years ago. You lucky we didn't fight then. Beat your ass right here. And then Devin, yeah, he gonna put Top Rank on notice, man. They don't offer him a sweet deal. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, he took the situation of Kambosos. Dropped, opportunities on, and some, some fights, certain fights a minute ago.
Who's that? What? Yo, this dude got a black trainer speaking Spanish. It's crazy. What? That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
What you think about Anthony Joshua?
I think that with a good coach might be toward it. And Derrick James. He's fighting this weekend.
Yeah.
I'll watch. What time of day is that fight for us over here?
Shoot, maybe like 12, 1 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Around there. Probably 12:30.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
He
Say again.
I said he I keep saying this. He only got with Derrick James because Derrick teaches his fighters to punch for openings. Think how Big Fish hits the pads. So AJ can't fucking he can't create his own openings. That's why he went with Derrick James. We shall see, though,
Still a huge payday, big money fight game. Be him and Deontay.
Oh, of course, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out by Deontay, man. Because like, if it's true that like you're in a mental battle war, then like you've already lost. You're getting knocked the fuck out for sure. Getting knocked the fuck out, dude. Damn, Haney put him down in the 5th round with a body shot. It was kind of like it was a right hook, but it was kind of jabby looking. I think Bivol fought. I think Bivol and Joe Smith fought on this card. I think. Did you hear about that too?
No,
Bivol and Jaime Munguia were in serious discussions of making a fight.
Yeah, I've heard that if I was going to step up, wait, and Red Oil thing. Yeah,
well,
I've heard about
that. That's like one of the better fights that he can make, though, because he's in protection plan. He's not going to fight any dangerous black guys. Talking about Jaime Munguia.
Oh yeah, they'll mismanage that boy for They don't mismanage that situation so badly.
Yeah, there's almost like no coming back from it.
Mm-hmm.
Really isn't at this point.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it's disgusting. Man. It's like, well, yeah. What did y'all do? What do you call that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Devin Haney. Yeah, he was the main reason why him and Canelo are the main reasons why I bought and joined DAZN. But DAZN sucks. DAZN sucks, man. Like, and they suck because, like, I think it's just, yeah. I don't care about all these English guys, man. I think they all suck too. Yeah. At the beginning of this year, I finally stopped paying them for them. I was like, man, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I really don't watch it no dang way.
If I know notified about it and I have time, I watch it. Then I'll just tell myself a few minutes ago I didn't sleep at all.
Right. What's crazy is about this fight, real fast. What's crazy is about this fight is
Had him a little business earlier. So I hate to be feeling like I'm feeling right now. I shouldn't be.
You're fine. You're fine.
I got quite a bit of sleep in between. I mean, you know, after I got, yeah.
What's crazy about this fight is that Devin has fought every round differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin's got some pop too. I don't know why people say he ain't got no pop. He's beating the shit out of this dude right now.
He be in sleep, dude.
They do. I'm looking at him. It's funny. Yeah, like even from this last fight, his progression and all these videos that keep popping up on the internet of him hitting the heavy bag, like practicing his power shots. I can see the progression of it. It's almost like the more sound he gets, like he almost levitates. Like both feet come off the ground. Like he's really trying to throw a good shot at you.
This truck talking about some icy road, because there ain't no icy road out here. They're all jacked up.
The weather outside is weather. It's good counter. Yeah, man, this guy's crazy.
Yeah, I got these bright lights on over here.
Campers. Dang, man, yeah. think I am. I'm gonna think about that Devin Haney fight actually, though.
About going?
Yeah, we might got to get the section in there, man.
Yeah.
I could really make it be networking and going to work. Vasily Lomachenko, he never comes west either. If you think about it, I know he has, but like, I mean, yeah, you follow Mayweather's card, but like, he never really comes west. They really tried to build him up in the East Coast. Devin closing on, jabbing and staying close quarters. Let's look. Look. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, shit.
Man.
Shit. Alright, Santo. Fuck, man.
Yeah, what I'm thinking, man, bro. Text my dude.
Yeah, I texted him. I'm gonna finish up my work here, though, and call it a day and get on back home. But, please, drive safe, sir. Drive safe, and, we'll tackle
Yeah,
it
I'll send
again.
him a text. Hold on.
Oh, knocked him out. That dream.
Nah, I text him.
Damn. Moran is knocked the fuck out, baby.
Who?
I said that Antonio Moran. He knocked the fuck out. Knocked the fuck out. But yeah, man.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get on over, dude.
Yeah, I texted him too. So we'll get to it.
Yeah, that part. All right, Steph. Been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. We'll be back on it tomorrow. All right,
everybody who was listening. We're out. We appreciate you. Thank God for the show. Thank Kyle for providing the platform and YouTube. And we out.
Yep. Y'all be cool. Holler. Be safe, man. Drive safe.
Yes, sir. You too, bro.